Chip. Chip, you can't shake that fence now. No, you're fine. Yours is separate. Chip can't shake. Okay.
As the moon rises over Madison Avenue and the Thursday night lights come on, it can only mean one thing. The Prattville Lions have moved their pride across the Alabama River into the capital city for a regional clash in Crampton Bowl. Good evening, Lion Nation, and welcome into another night of Prattville Lions football. Tonight, the Lions find themselves in Montgomery's historic Crampton Bowl to battle longtime foe, the Jeff Davis Volunteers. I'm Will Barrett, joined by Chip Powell, the Millser, and filling in for Donnie Burnett on the sidelines is our old friend and colleague and new Steak and Shake sideline reporter, Mr. Danny Rye. We're going to talk to him in just a minute. But, Chip, a great night for football. The weather is perfect. The moon is out, but these Lions look to have their hands full tonight against the JD squad that started off slow. Better brand of football.
Well, and you got to wonder how that happens, with the athletes that they have. And we've been told that their defensive line may be bigger than Lee had last week. If they're as athletic or not, we don't know. But we do know that Jeff Davis always has athletes. Their coaches, and they've always tended to be slow starting. And, of course, we catch them when they're on their run. They're starting to come up. And of course, we also want to keep the streak going. What is it exactly with the Montgomery schools? We went a few years there where we didn't win many of them, but now all of a sudden we got a little streak going. And of course, we want to keep that going as well as keeping in the region hunt, too.
Well, we swept last year, and then you've got wins over Lee. So it's 4 in a row over Montgomery schools. Yeah. Streak is starting back up. Tonight can make it 5. But if Prattle's going to win tonight, they're going to face a similar brand of ball similar to what Lee plays, I think.
Right.
Lots of tall receivers, lots of big men on the offensive line, and a quarterback that can throw that fade and get it out there to him.
Yeah, I was watching him in pregame. He's got a good arm, and, of course, they threw that fade route in pregame. And, that's one thing you can always go one-on-one. If you've got a 6'3", 6'4" receiver, and I don't care who your corners are. Most corners in high school are 5'9", 5'10", sometimes smaller than that, and it's always a mismatch. So when you can go one-on-one and have a mismatch, you got a chance to win every game, and that's what Jeff Davis will try to attack tonight, I promise you.
Well, without further ado, let's take it down to Steak and Shake sideline reporter Danny Rye.
And I don't even see Danny.
I don't either.
He may be he thinks pregame is when you go out to eat.
Maybe he's doing Taste of the Town.
He could be. I don't see young Daniel down there. But,
I built him up, man. He's not even – what?
Okay. Listen, it doesn't surprise me.
Folks listening in tonight on Dixie Country 100.1 FM, I promise you he is down there. I've seen him myself. I saw him go down there. So any minute now we're going to have Danny Rye with us. And, Donnie's coaching the PJHS Junior High Cats tonight over at Clanton. And the 8th grade team is mopping the floor with the Clanton Middle School right now, 28-6 in the third quarter. So, Donnie, I know you're going to be tuning in a minute, but we're proud of you, what you're doing over there. Keep up the good work. Keep that feeder program running. And the feeder program, Donnie was saying this the other day, that what the 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade coaches are doing now, this feeder program is reviving itself and really stepping up. And these varsity coaches are getting involved with the junior high programs again, coming down and, being active and involved. And the whole system is seeing a renaissance, if you want to call it that, Chip, from the 7th grade all the way up.
Yeah, and I understand the 7th grade team finished undefeated.
They did, 7-0.
Sure did.
And it really didn't have a close game, maybe one close game.
And next year, that 7th grade team, not that they weren't well coached this year, but they step into the coaching
juggernaut
mecca.
Yes.
Of junior high coaches in Donnie Burnett. Donnie and Pratt, The biggest thing they do, I coached with them 1 year. You know, I coached defensive backs 1 year for them, and let me just tell you,
glorious year.
The biggest thing about Donnie and Pratt is they care for the kids. They don't care as much about winning the football games as much as they try to build these kids up and get them right and all that stuff, and they do a good job. Is Danny ready?
I see him down there. I see he just came out of the locker room.
Yeah.
I see him throwing his hands up. He can hear us.
I think he can hear us right
Let's see
now.
if we can check in with Steak and Shake sideline reporter, Coach Danny Wright.
No wind down here, guys, so the air raid should be pretty good tonight.
There you go.
It's good to hear your voice on the airwaves, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, you know, beggars can't be choosy, you know what I mean?
Well, we've been on the air for a few minutes, but the colors are being presented right now, and so while the colors are presented, we're going to pay our respect and step aside for 3 minutes while the anthem is about to be played. When we come back, we'll be counting down the final minutes to kickoff between the Prattville Lions and the J.D. Vols here at Crampton Bowl. Don't go anywhere. Lions football continues in 3 minutes.
I'm the neighbor with the orange tractor. I mow, I grow, and care for this place I call home. I'm always on the move, getting work done, because I want to be the best version of me. Right now, get a Kubota L-Series tractor and take advantage of low-rate, long-term financing. This is why I do it. Kubota.
See the Bates family, Jared, Barbara, or Mickey at Clanton Tractor.
You know those couples who talk the whole meal? And they didn't order the double and cheese steak burger with fries, a second side, and a fresh baked cookie for just $4.
No, I heard.
You did, and your mouth's busy with more important things. 444. 4 meals, 4 items, $4. 444. Get more for 4. Only at Steak and Shake.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
Buffalo Rock is well known for Pepsi and other great soft drink brands. Did you know that Buffalo Rock is one of the River Region's largest full-service caterers? And have you heard about Micro Market? Buffalo Rock is leading the region with innovation to replace conventional vending at many of the larger industrial plants. Plant management loves it, and so do the employees. To find out more about Buffalo Rock Catering and the Micro Market, call Mike Barnett at 334-394-4452. The Buffalo Rock family is proud to support area schools. BuffaloRock.com.
Did you know you can buy an E-Z-GO golf cart for only $3,100 now at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West in Prattville? Prattville Outdoors has a great selection of previously owned 2017 E-Z-GO golf carts. Prattville Outdoors even has a camo model that's been jacked up and ready for hunting season, selling at only $69.95. Come see the Johnson Brothers and Biv today at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West, or go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. That's PrattvilleOutdoors.com.
Chip Powell here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet with sales manager Kirk Mims, where LP also stands for low prices. Kirk, talk about your deals here.
Man, it's a great time here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. You know what? Football is here, but football also means fall savings at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. We got great prices. We got a great inventory. We got 0% financing on multiple models. There's never been a bigger time to shop. We have a great selection of used cars. You can go to LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Larry Puckett Chevrolet right here in Prattville, Alabama.
Welcome back to Crampton Bowl. 6 minutes to go until the kickoff of tonight's game between the visiting Prattville Lions and the homestanding Volunteers of Jeff Davis High School. This, Chip, is going to be a big Thursday and Friday night slate of football games for Region 2.
And Saturday morning, too.
And Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to be watching that Saturday morning game. Tonight you have Prattville and Jeff Davis in a Region 2 clash. Saturday morning you have Lee hosting Central Phoenix City. And everybody's going to be watching that game. That's going to be very, very important in how this region is going to shake out.
Yeah, of course, we're going to be big Robert E. Lee General fans Saturday morning.
Of course,
and,
of course.
If we can win tonight, and somehow Lee can beat Central. There's a three-way tie there.
There certainly is.
Of course, we got another big game coming up next week too. I don't want to get into that as much as we got to take care of business here, but I've really it's really been good to see how well we've played. We've played with such confidence, and it's so different from last year. And we had an outstanding year last year in Caleb's first year, but this team has just got the confidence and a little swag that they can really come into a game feeling like they can win it. Last year they weren't sure, but this year they just got that, and just so proud of the way they played and the way the coaches and this defense has played phenomenal. And Coach Shook has done a great job there, and of course Matt Malone on the offensive side, being the coordinator there, has done a great job as well.
Absolutely. Well, tonight we're going to have to provide your own energy. This is a big stadium in Crampton Bowl, and it's a Thursday night game, so the crowd is kind of thin. Let's go down and Steak and Shake Southern reporter Coach Danny Rye. Danny, what's it like down the sideline? Really, you're not going to get a lot of energy from this crowd, so what do you have to do?
No, you're going to have to bring the energy from your team and your teammates. You're going to have to pump your own teammates up and play hard-nosed football. Like you guys were talking before, this defense reminds me so much of the state championship years, not athletically wise, but how Coach Shook's got 11 guys going to the football. When you see one, you see 10 more not too far behind.
That's exactly right. There's no doubt about that at all.
And we got captains on the field for the Lions. Number 87, I believe that's Connor Harry. And then we also have, and I take it a lot of these guys are seniors. Number 23, I think, 47 and 59.
47
is Adrian Reese.
59 is Orlando Bailey.
And 23, I don't have a 23 on my roster.
Javon Walton.
Javon Walton. Okay. Where is he on here? We'll have to find that and put
these numbers.
that on.
These numbers switch up all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't get the updates. I remember a day where we got the updates every week.
Probably you're a visiting team, you get to choose. The side with the writing on his heads. The side without the writing is tails. All right. You want heads or tails? Heads. He said heads. If I drop it, we'll do it again. It is heads. You have one to toss, Prop.
All right. You want to defer the ball?
All right. Prop wants to defer.
Prattville wins the toss and defers, guys.
There we go. That's 2 in a row.
There we go. Thank you, Danny. Let's talk about some keys tonight, Chip. What's Prattville got to do to come out of here with a win tonight?
Well, I'd like to say we got to do this to take out the crowd, but we don't have to do that to take out the crowd.
I think they're already neutralized.
Yeah. The Prattville, actually, if you look at it, Prattville probably outnumbers because there's probably I can see some red over here,
It's a solid 5-1.
Yeah, it's Prattville, like they've always done. And, of course, it's a tough night, Thursday night.
Absolutely.
And I hate that we have to do this, but, with the situation with all the public schools in Montgomery playing here, you have to take your turn. And it's Jeff Davis's turn on Thursday night to host us. But I just think we got to play Prattville football.
Yeah.
Let's set the tone right off the bat, get a good kickoff, put it in the end zone, just take away that threat, and come out here and maybe get a turnover. And here they come.
Lions enter the field. Road whites with those cardinal red pants. Don't you love the new red pants look we go on the road games?
That whole uniform looks nice.
JD comes out in their yellow pants, forest green tops.
Their Green Packer uniform.
The Green Bay Packers, if you could think about that. Yeah, with the JD instead of the big G.
I have to say this every year just because of my father. But the first loss in Jeff Davis history was to the Autauga County Lions.
Courtesy of
13-0. My father, Horace Powell, was the coach there, and it was their first year. Jeff Davis was 5-0 coming into Prattville, averaging 45 points a game, got sent home 13-0.
That'll drop your average.
Yes, that'll do it. But, of course, my father's 87 years old and just doing his as good as gets got as sharp as ever. And
I tell you what, Tuesday morning, Tuesday at lunch, Rotary Club, he punched me in the kidney.
Yeah.
87 years old and still strong.
Yeah. But this is one of his favorite. That was one of his favorite memories right there. Is that team, and he can tell you every player from that team. Man, that was something else.
Prattville preparing to kick off, going from our right to our left. Rance Lee, the deep man for Jeff Davis.
We have no kicker.
Huh?
There he comes.
There, yeah.
Oh. Colin Rogers.
Colin Rogers on the kick.
I think left a different tee. They took one tee out and said, that ain't my tee, and he went and got
now
the
they're changing
other
the ball, too.
Yeah.
So Rance Lee and Tavares Womack deep to receive for the Generals. If history holds up, they might not have a lot to do tonight, as Colin Rogers has made a living on these touchbacks.
Yeah, you know, Danny said there was no wind down on the field, but the flags are kind of in the direction of where we're kicking. So
there is a little breeze at the top of the bowl tonight.
So maybe he can get it up there in the wind there, but there's no wind at the top of the goal post. They're just dead there, so we're going to have a good kick. And this is such a weapon. We talk about it each week. We can keep them from getting in the – because these are the two of the fastest guys for Jeff Davis.
Harry kicks away.
There it is.
Rogers kicks away, and it is a touchback. No doubt about it. Let's check in with Steak and Shake sideline reporter Danny Rye. After we pause – hold on, Danny. We got to pause 10 seconds for station ID here on the Prattville Lions Football Network. Talk to us, Daniel.
As I said a while ago, there is no wind down here, and it is muggy down here tonight.
It is lovely up here.
It is wonderful.
Yeah, y'all not in this hole down here neither.
All right, Lee. Jeff Davis is going to open up the game with a 4-receiver set.
And without a quarter, no.
Chase Ford entering the field last. This quarterback finally runs onto the field. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the far side, and he's going to pitch it out to that far side. Hit in the backfield and drop for about a 3-yard loss is number 12, Reginald Summage.
Stopped by none other than A.J. Gary.
A.J. Gary having nothing of it.
It was just that little bubble screen out there, and A.J. just went through the stalk block and just did it. That's a picture perfect. Take on the stalk block, go through, make the tackle. Great
It is
job.
a 5-yard loss back to the 15-yard line. 2nd and 15 now for the Vols from their own 15-yard line. 11:32 to play here. Opening quarter. No score, just underway. Ford going from the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the near side. Big open field on the far side, and he can't get a call in. He's going to have to call a timeout. He had his hands up in confusion. He could not figure out a play. We're going to stick right here with it. Hey, folks. Lions football is powered by Larry Puckett Chevrolet, where the LP stands for low prices. Prattville and Larry Puckett is a winning combination, and today Larry Puckett sent us over here to Montgomery in a slightly used, pre-owned Cardinal Red Z71 LTZ edition, and it had 18,000 miles on it, but it felt like it was brand new.
Got the air conditioned. What do you call that?
Air conditioned seats.
Yeah, unbelievable.
The Swamp Rump Eliminator.
It's leather interior, man. It's really, really nice. Just go see all those fellas up there. I can't name all the guys, but when you walk into the showroom at Larry Puckett, it's like walking into your house because you know everybody there, and they've been there for so long.
You mean there's kids' shoes everywhere?
Yeah, underwear laying around. No, I'm kidding about that, but
just like home.
But people that you know.
Absolutely. Go check them out, Larry Puckett. We love them. 2nd and 15, Vols from their own 15-yard line. 11-18 after the timeout. Ford rolls to his right, looking to pass. Under some pressure now, trying to run for his life. Now he's going to have to run out of bounds. He steps out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Ian Jackson pulls him down right at the boundary, and it's another 2-yard loss for the Vols.
We do know that Chase Ford was not the starting quarterback at the first of the year, that he's come in to replace somebody, but I didn't realize he was a freshman. But, wow, if you're a freshman starting at Jeff Davis and at quarterback,
that's a tall
guy's
order.
Got a bright future ahead of him, but yeah, it is a very tall order here.
3rd and 17, Vols from their own 13-yard line. Ford drops back to pass under some pressure. Now he's being chased, and he's going down at the line of scrimmage, and it is a big-time takedown by Anthony Coleman. AP Coleman on the stop. this suddenly rising linebacker through the ranks of the Prattville Lions defense.
Yeah, and also Berdarius Lewis in there to help him. Great job by those two guys there. Anthony Coleman, like you said, has really come on mid part of the season here that I don't really remember calling his name out the first couple games. And he's come on and provided a lot of depth. And, you know, we haven't even talked about some of the injured players that Prattville has and how they're really going to help them when they get back. And they are subject to come back here in the next game or two.
Marcus Webb punts from his goal line, and it is a short end-over-end punt that is going to be just going to take a bounce at the 45-yard line of JD and stop dead at the 46. And the Lions will take over at the JD 46-yard line on their first possession with 9:48 to play in the opening quarter. Let's check in on the sidelines with Steak and Shake sideline reporter Danny Rye.
Guys, I don't know if you're aware, but JD come out running an unbalanced line.
Yes.
And everything was going to the right to where the wide receivers were, so it's something you might want to look at.
See?
Good eye there, Danny.
Always a coach's eye down there. Kyle Kramer leads his troops out on first down in Vol territory on their opening possession from the 46-yard line. He's got trips to the far side, one to the near. And Kramer throws it out to that far side on first down, has it complete, and some room for Bates. Bates 30, Bates to the 28-yard line, and picks up a first down and 18 yards on the first play from scrimmage for the Lions.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit right there to number 84 for Prattville.
Spencer Roy. Yes.
With a great block out there to spring him.
Clock on the move, 9 minutes and 30 seconds to play opening quarter. Prattville already in Vols territory, 1st and 10 at their 29-yard line. And here's Kramer from the shotgun. Wants to pass, now throws it, and complete at the 25-yard line. Intended out there for Rogers. Had a little bit of space, but Kyle couldn't quite get it out there to him.
I tell you what, this offensive line is totally different this week. Biddle has moved to left guard. Carson Hughes has moved to center with Levi Lowry still out for the Lions.
And R.J. Meyer has moved from defense to the offensive line, starting over there at right guard. 2nd and 10 from the 29 of the Vols. Go the Lions. Here's Kramer again, passing across the middle. This time it is complete at the 18, across the 15 to the 13-yard line. And another Lions first down. Pass complete again to Alterius Bates. There is a penalty flag down at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know how that could be. Ineligible.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
On a slant route.
On a slant route. Yeah. What do you know about that?
It could have been that a receiver that was covered up went out for a pattern or I don't know, but I don't see how you can get down on a two-step
that was quick.
Slant. Yeah. But either way, there was something happened there.
2nd and 15, Lions now from the Vols 34-yard line. 8:56 to play in the opening quarter. No score. And Kramer takes a shotgun snap again and drops back to pass. Looking, now stepping out of trouble, scrambling to his right. He might tuck it and run with it, and he does, across the 35 to the 33-yard line. Picks up about 2 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 13 for the Lions at the Vols 32-yard line. There's some confusion on that play, it appeared.
Yeah, you got to think that you're looking. This is a time that they kind of look at Taylor Thompson a lot. He hasn't caught anything, or they hadn't directed a pass to his way yet, but look for him here.
3rd and 13. Go the Lions from the Vols 32. No score so far. Here's Kramer to pass. Looking downfield. Now looking short. Now going back deep to Thompson. You called it, Chip. Thompson pulls it down to the 10-yard line, spins off a man to the 8, and it's 1st and goal. Prattville. Kramer to Thompson.
Well, that time they were in twins as that side. Bates did a post route, and Taylor did about a 15, 20-yard out right behind the post, and it confused the secondary. He was wide open, great throw, and then a good run after the catch.
1st and goal, Lions from the Vols 8. Here's Roy in motion now, and now Powell's going to get a carry. Following Roy across 5, and Powell goes into the end zone, dives, touchdown, Prattville. 8:15 to play in the opening quarter, and the Lions strike on their opening drive. They lead the Vols 6-0.
Boy, what a great job on that side of the ball. We know that Carson Hughes was at center, and also on that right side of the line,
R.J. Meyer.
R.J. Meyer that has just moved over. And
yeah, he's listed on our defensive roster, but we're going to have to move him over.
Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Also at left tackle is 52. Well, that's
R.J.
He was actually at left tackle before, but at right tackle I didn't see the number, but he sprung the. Oh, here comes the fake field goal.
The attempt for 2 is unsuccessful.
Extra point.
They're looking for Causey in the back of the end zone. Incomplete it goes. 6-0 your score. 8:13 to play in the opening quarter. Lions on top. We'll take a 30-second break. Lions football returns after these words.
The best selection of quality previously owned trucks is available every day at AutoX of Prattville on South Memorial Drive. At AutoX of Prattville, they have a large selection of Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, Chevrolet Silverados, top Ram trucks, Jeeps, and SUVs are also available. AutoX of Prattville is locally owned and family owned and a proud sponsor of Prattville Lion High School football. Your next truck should come from AutoX of Prattville, South Memorial Drive.
Welcome back to Crampton Bowl. Your MVP of the scoring drive was a 18-yard completion to keep the possession alive from Kyle Kramer to Taylor Thompson that made way for an 8-yard run by Keandre Powell for the touchdown. No appointment needed at Sport Clips. The Sport Clips MVP treatment includes precision haircut, massaging tea tree shampoo, and a legendary hot steam towel. Sport Clips in Prattville in front of Target on Legends Parkway. 6-0 your score here. The point after unsuccessful, an attempt for 2. And here's Rogers again kicking off. And this time it's going to be a low liner. This is going to sail into the end zone again. Touchback. Let's check in with Steak and Shake Southern reporter Danny Rye.
Guys, on the extra point, it was a bobble snap, and it's an automatic fire call. Receiver was open, but he just slipped down. Offensive line, you've got 52, 74, and 60, and then 53 and 77.
That's who I couldn't see from this side.
Yeah. 77 is, I think it's Carter.
That's Carter Barnes.
Carter Barnes, yep.
And 53 is Cord Hill.
Yep.
Yeah, that's your starting lineup.
Cord and Carter, the old faithfuls down there.
Oh, yeah.
First and 10 balls now from their own 20-yard line, trailing our line 6-0. Ford puts 3 to the far side, and he's going to hand off to Summage, trying to get to the right. He finds a little room across 30, in the open field 40, and he's going to be gone. That's an 80-yard touchdown for number 33, DeWante Peterson.
Yeah, just to add a little to it, he crossed from the sidelines to the middle of the field. There is a penalty flag. Let's see what's happening here. But just to show you how fast he was, it's on the other side.
Oh, it's way down here. That's probably in the area of holding. That would be a nice break.
Yeah.
Well, let's check in with Danny Wright. He's right there on the spot. What do you see, Danny?
Number 52, Green, with the hold.
There we go.
That's Jalen Smith-White, 6'4", 292-pound offensive lineman, guilty of the hold there.
Well, let me tell you about DeWante Peterson, 5'11", 204. I'm not sure he's that big. Maybe Danny can see. 9th grader.
Freshman.
Just ran so fast, I'm not sure we saw it. But what I was trying to say, he was running down the sidelines. Just to make it more interesting, he crossed to the middle of the field to see if anybody could catch him.
Yeah.
And nobody was catching him. That guy is going to be a guy to watch down the road.
Yeah, keep your eyes on DeWante Peterson. That is he's 14 or 15, perhaps. 7:58 to play, and the holding call in the Gates touchdown for the Vols is 1st and 21 now for the Vols back at their 9-yard line. Well, that is a 90-yard penalty.
Whew, man.
91 yards.
Well, we found out one thing. We don't need to let him get out in the open.
No, we don't. Ford lines it up again, 2 receivers to the far side, and he's going to look to pass, and he's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to try to make a run for it, and he slips out of the pocket, and he gets out almost back to the original line of scrimmage before White delivers him out of bounds along the Prattville boundary at the 19-yard line.
Man, he's got outstanding speed and quickness too, man. I mean, these guys stick around here at Jeff Davis for 3 more years, man. That's going to be a
weapon.
Yeah.
They're going to be good.
But Wade White knocks him out of bounds with a pretty good lick. Now, I'll be honest with you, Chase Ford, they list him at 5'8", 131. That's probably pretty accurate.
2nd and 12 for the Vols from their own 18-yard line. Clock on the move at 7:45, and Ford wants to throw. And this ball is intercepted at the 15-yard line. He's going to walk in the end zone. Touchdown, Prattville. Ian Jackson on the pick, and the Lions are on the board again. It's 12-0.
Oh, man, what an outstanding play. It was tipped by the running back. Ian did that old concentration drill, what you do every day in practice, got the tip, took it in the end zone, And, you know, Ian got some good news this week that he got a offer there from Louisville Cardinals. He's just a junior, and he's a heck of a player.
Listen, the offers are going to pile up for this kid.
They are doing that.
6'2", 210-pound linebacker. They can also play safety. 12-zip, Lions lead. Elliott Duke on for the point after now. And they will go for two again. Kramer takes the snap, throws across the middle. This ball is intercepted in the end zone. And the Lions are going to play by the sixes tonight. 12-zip your score, 7:34 to play here in the opening quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break. Lions football continues after these words.
It's not too early to sign up to make money. The region's largest quality kids consignment sale begins October 26th. It's the Mom's Marketplace Fall Sale at Prattville Pickers. Children's clothing, shoes, accessories, toys, books, strollers, swings, furniture, even maternity, and much, much more. Sign up at momsmarketplace.net to sell your quality kids items, volunteer to make even more, and shop first. The Mom's Marketplace Fall Sale happens October 26th. momsmarketplace.net.
Welcome back to Montgomery's historic Crampton Bowl, where the Lions are off to a historic start. They lead the Vols 12-zip with only one offensive possession. Ian Jackson with a 15-yard tip drill interception. They return for a touchdown. And with 7:34 to play in the opening quarter, the Lions lead the Vols 12-zip. And here is Colin Rogers set to kick off again for the fourth time tonight in less than 4.5 minutes. He's going to have a tired leg when this night's over if this keeps up. Don't forget, folks, you can Extreme Bowl tonight tomorrow at Bama Lanes in Prattville. Extreme Bowling happens Friday and Saturday nights from 10 to 2 a.m. The cost, including unlimited bowling and shoe rental, is $10. Do not miss out on the coolest cosmic bowling party in town at Bama Lanes. Colin Rogers kicks this one away into the end zone again. Let's check in with Steak and Shake sideline reporter Danny Rye.
Guys, on the interception, if Ian misses that ball, he never hears the end of it. 'Cause that was self-defense. He had to catch that football.
Yeah, it was gonna be his hands or his head.
Yeah. Hey, I want to give a shout out real quick to Tracy Mills.
How about old Trace?
She is listening to us right now, probably with old JC near her, and maybe even Amy. And we forgot to mention.
Here's Ford on first down, and he's going to be wrapped up and sacked at the 15-yard line.
Looks like 47.
That's right, 47, Adrian Reese.
One of our captains tonight.
Senior defensive lineman, 5'10", 220. Wrapped up Ford at the 15.
We got a birthday boy back here.
That's right, the Millser himself turns another year tomorrow. I think what he said it was 60 this time.
And he had his birthday meal, Chris's hot dog.
All right. Same one he's been having for the last 40 years. Here's Ford again, 2nd and 15. He's in some trouble, just throws this one downfield and away, running for his life. And it's going to be a grounding penalty at the 10-yard line. Boy, I don't think Mr. Ford has had to stand up against a defense quite like this yet.
No, he has not.
But, you know, the game is just underway here, and you can see this Vols offense is in trouble already.
I couldn't imagine, as good as this defense is at Prattville, being a 9th grade. Last year you were playing junior high kids, and you're playing against this defense. I don't see how many people can expect him to do really well tonight.
No, and they've got a senior quarterback, Marcus Webb, on the roster, but they're using him for punting. That may change before the night's over. 2nd and 25 now, or 3rd and 25 from the 5, and this ball is given off to the 9th grader this time, and he's hitting the end zone.
They're going to give him on the foot line.
Maybe a safety.
It
is a safety? A safety.
Yes.
The DeWante Peterson 80-yard touchdown specialty this time results in a safety, and Prattville gets those 2 points back. It's 14-0.
Man, and I didn't see the initial player for Prattville that made the hit. I was trying to see if he was beyond the goal line or not. I thought they were going to mark it about a foot short of the safety.
I can tell you who did see it. Steak and Shake's Danny Rye, he saw it.
Yeah, he saw it.
Let's check in.
Dominique James was the first one to get him, and then number 92 finished it up.
92, that's Keyshawn Lewis. Well, those are some big bodies out there. Dominic James, 6'3", 265, and Keyshawn Lewis, 5'10", 290. Dominic just a 10th grader. Keyshawn a senior, but that's the blend that you see out there.
Yeah.
And it equates to a 14-0 Prattville lead.
What did you say, 92, Wade?
92, they got him listed at 290.
If he's 290, I'm 155.
Well, I bet in your playing days you're 155.
No, 135 soaking wet in playing days.
6:34 to play here in the first quarter, and it's all Prattville, 14-0 over the Vols. They've scored all kind of ways. They've scored offensively. They've got 2 defensive scores now, an interception return for 6, and now a safety. And the Vols will be kicking off to Prattville from their own 20-yard line, going left to right. Bates and Rogers will be heels down at their own 25-yard line, taking this kickoff from the Vols. Number 12, Reginald Summage, looks like we'll be doing the kicking. That's 40.
42 is
42.
the kicker.
42, not 12. Thank you. Juan Cardenas. That sounds more like it. Cardenas pooches this one, and it is going to be caught at the 48 and brought up across the 50. It's Thompson, I believe, with it, across the 40 to the 38-yard line. And once again, the Lions take over at the Vols 37. Every drive of the night so far for Prattville has happened on the Vols side of the field. In fact, the whole first quarter has taken place on the Vols side of the field. With 6:25 to play in the opening quarter, first and 10 Lions.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Matt Malone just go for the throat right here and throw it deep. We hadn't seen anything go toward Kendrick Rogers. Let's see if they go to him right here.
Lions go from the Vols 37-yard line. 6:25 to play here in the opening quarter at Crampton Bowl. Lions up 14-0 and looking for more. Kramer drops back to pass, looking downfield and feels the pressure, steps out of it, and goes down to the line of scrimmage. Almost got him a few yards there, but not to be, as he was taken down by, looks like, number 55, Cornelius Murphy.
Yeah, as soon as Kramer got his feet set, there were people on him. He had to step up in the pocket, and, you know, you got to kind of protect that ball when you step up into the pocket, and there just wasn't anybody open. Did a
Second
good
and
job
10 Lions
there.
from the Vols 37. Here's a quick pitch out to Bates. Bates with a block. Bates at the 30. Bates at 25-20. Cuts it back in. Bates 15. Another big block, and Bates is in the end zone. Touchdown, Prattville.
There's going to be a holding call out here on the wide receiver, so that'll be called back.
What a block downfield.
I didn't see who they threw the flag on the hold, but
it is a hold.
It was thrown early by this side judge here.
How about the downfield blocking, though?
Well, you know, I stopped looking because that flag just kept me zoned in because I was saying, no, that's really not there. But
look, there is so much yellow down there right now. It's hard to tell where the flags are.
That's right. But obviously a very good job blocking downfield. Great run by Alterius Bates.
The holding takes Prattville back to the 50-yard line where it'll be second down and 23. The line to make is the Vols 27. And here goes Kramer from the 50. Looking to pass, sets up a little screen to Rogers. Rogers has it at the 50-yard line, tries to find some room, won't find any. He's down at the 49-yard line, maybe a yard gain.
Boy, they defended that really well. Jeff Davis is, you know, they got athletes like we talked about earlier, and that's a good play call, I thought, was running that screen on this side to Kendrick Rogers. First time he's really touched the ball, but there was nothing there for him.
3rd and 21 now for the Lions at the Vols' 49-yard line. Kramer loads up the shotgun, drops back to pass. Got a little time, the pocket's closing, he throws it deep, looking downfield, and incomplete at the 15-yard line. A lot of contact and no flags.
That's one thing you really hadn't seen, and we've schemed to get behind some coverage, but Jeff Davis so far tonight has done a good job of keeping us from getting beyond them on their deep routes, and that time they did it again. Number 1 for them, Marcus Webb, with a great job at free safety there.
Well, the holding call takes Prattville out of the end zone and into a punting situation. Riley Fairhurst heels down at his own 38-yard line. Rance Lee heels down at his own 11 to receive this punt with 5:01 to play in the opening quarter. Fairhurst gets away a nice punt that is going to take a Prattville roll inside the 10-yard line down to the 8-yard line of Jeff Davis, where it'll be downed right there by Deshaun Daniels with 4:49 to play in the opening quarter. The Lions lead 14-zip, and the Vols will take over at their own 8-yard line. Let's check back in down on the sidelines with Steak and Shake's reporter Danny Rye.
You know, I thought I was having deja vu. I thought there was a number 27 on the coverage that time because all he did is stepped in the way of the receiver. Receiver tripped and fell.
There you go.
Old 2-7.
Oh, yeah.
First and 10 Vols now. Ford leads his troops back out there. He's got Peterson to his right again, the freshman phenom running back. He's going to give it off to Peterson, and Peterson breaks a tackle in the backfield and gets ahead across the 10 to the 14-yard line. Some running between the tackles for the freshman.
Cromlin, White, and also Jackson in on the tackle for Prattville there.
2nd and 6 for the Vols. Ball is at their 13-yard line. Clock on the move with 4:20 to play in the opening quarter. Lions holding to a 14-0 first quarter lead here in Crampton Bowl. And now we got an unbalanced line to the left. 3 receivers to that side, and flags are down.
Delay a game?
The play clock was at 11.
No. Illegal substitution.
Legal substitution against the Vols. Danny, is that what you're seeing down there?
They had 12 men on the field.
Yes.
Now that is illegal.
You cannot do that unless you get away with it.
Unless it's a goal line stand and you get away with it.
Yeah, right.
2nd down and 11 now for the Vols back at the 8-yard line, their own 8. Clock on the move, 3:55 here opening quarter of Crampton Bowl. Here's Ford. Ball is on the ground. There's penalty flags everywhere. I think there was some emotion there, I believe. Danny?
I can't tell you what happened. It looked like a Chinese fire drill.
It looked like everybody went.
Except the center.
Yeah.
Right.
False start on everyone except the center. That's going to move the Vols back to their own 3-yard line. So 2nd and 16 now. 2nd and 16 now for the Vols inside their own 5-yard line at the 3. Chase Ford, shotgun snap at the end zone. They're going to try to run it out. Peterson on the carry, and he gets back to the just a yard to the 4-yard line. He's bottled up by that defensive front.
Looked like Tim Trotter running on the tackle that time for the Lions.
3rd and 16 now coming up for the Vols at their own 3.5-yard line. Ford up under center this time. Tight formation. Now we got a run, somebody coming on the field late. All kind of confusion. There's flags everywhere. I think the Vols had about 9 players out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got 10, and the 11th was trying to get on, but he was in our secondary.
Yeah.
And that's going to back him up from the 3 to the 1.5. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 18 now for the Vols. From just inside their own 2-yard line.
This is not the ideal situation. You want to put your 9th grade quarterback in.
No, not typically, Chip.
Here.
Usually you wait till they're much older for this.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, Chase Ford under center, I formation from his 2-yard line, and he's going to give it off to his fullback going up the middle. And a little bit of yardage out across the 5 to the 8-yard line, a little breathing room to get this punt off for the Vols. It's going to be 4th down and about 12 once they spot it. The ball is going to be at the 8-yard line.
Mason Taylor on the tackle for the Lions.
Clock on the move, 2:25 to play here in the opening quarter. Lions 14, Vols 0. And Marcus Webb will have to punt from about 7 yards deep in his own end zone. A.J. Gary and Kendrick Rogers are your deep men to receive this punt. They're going to move up to the Vols' 40-yard line as Marcus Webb awaits this punt as we go under 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter from Crampton Bowl. Webb pulls it down and punts it away. And this is possibly returnable. Gary fields it at the 40, cuts it back to the middle of the field, and he's cut down to the 33-yard line. So the Lions, again, with excellent field position, already in field goal range. Let's check in with Danny Rye, our Steak and Shake sideline reporter.
Guys, I don't know if y'all noticed it from up there, but about 3 times tonight, the JD has snapped the ball, and the quarterback's not even ready for it. He's trying to get everybody lined up, and the center's just snapping the ball on him.
That is a tough spot for a freshman quarterback. You're not lying,
I
Chip.
got to say that was a heck of an open field tackle for Jeff Davis, number 61, Kerjon Carr Brown, 6'3", 319, and makes an open field tackle on a punt returner.
First and 10 Lions from the Vols 33 with 1:51 to play opening quarter. And here is Kyle Kramer, play action pass, nearly intercepted, threw it high behind Kendrick Rogers, and nearly an interception for the Vols defender, Jared German.
Yeah, just in fact, it was so high that Kendrick almost, I'm not sure he saw it, but it just a little antsy there by Kramer.
Second and 10 now for the Lions at the Vols 33-yard line, leading 14-zip. Late in the first, Kramer to pass, now throwing it. This time complete to Rogers in the flat. Rogers cuts to the outside, across the 20 to the 19-yard line. No flags down, and the chains move for the Lions. First and 10 Lions at the Jeff Davis 19-yard line with 1:36 to play here in the opening quarter.
Oh, this seems like it's been a long quarter.
Yeah, it does.
I guess because of the number of passes we've had.
And it's all been played between the goal line of
right
Jeff Davis and the 35-yard line. Here's Kramer again, giving it to Jaden Kidd, following blockers across the 15 down to the 13-yard line. Great blocking by that offensive front on that play.
Like number 11 for Jeff Davis, German on the tackle for Jeff Davis.
Nice 6-yard pickup for Jaden Kidd. Second down and 4 now from the Vols 13-yard line. Here's Kidd again with the carry, pushing the pile across the 15 down to the 12-yard line. Pick up 2 more yards and bring up third down and 2. Third down and 2 at the Vols 12 as we go under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. 50 seconds to go. Lions leading 14-zip. And trying to tack on one more before this quarter bell rings.
Javon Harris checking in at left tackle for Prattville now.
Kramer from the shotgun. Hands off to Kidd. Kidd following some blockers. Big hole across the 5. Kidd carries down to the 3-yard line. First and goal, Prattville, on a 10-yard run by Jaden Kidd down to the 2-yard line.
Well, you got to give all the credit in the world right there to Cord Hill and Carter Barnes. They're just controlling that side of the line of scrimmage.
Again, to give to Kidd up the middle, fighting for that goal line. He won't get there. He'll get to the 1-yard line with 16 seconds to play in the opening quarter, and that may be the last play of the quarter with the Lions leading 14-zip. Indeed, it will be.
Yep.
First quarter play in the books here at Crampton Bowl. The Lions lead 14-0. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Second quarter coming up when we come back. Lions football continues after these words.
Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
Think local. Think of all the skill and talent found right here in our community. Hands that build, hands that feed, teach, protect, and hands that heal. Guardian Credit Union reaches out to people just like you. Handling loans for new cars, opening doors to new homes, saying yes to fun and adventure. When you need a strong, steady financial hand, think local. Think Guardian.
Welcome back to historic Crampton Bowl. 1 quarter play in the books between the Vols and our visiting Lions, and it's the good news, folks. The Lions lead at 14-zip, and they are looking for more. They're going to start the second quarter at the Vols' 2-yard line. Second and goal from the 2 we go to begin the second quarter.
Got a word, Pratt Bedwell coming back from the victory with the junior high Cats is listening to us right now.
Here's Keandre Powell from the Wildcat. Cuts it in, flags down. He's in the end zone. Let's see what the penalty is. We'll wait for the call from the Whitecap. Holding against the Lions. Holding against the Lions. Powell took the Wildcat snap and marched into the end zone, but the holding call is going to push us back out to perhaps the 15-yard line. Second and goal from the 15. That's the second touchdown wiped off the board by holds tonight.
You know, and we had kind of our meat package in there.
Yeah.
That time with Deshaun Daniels and also was that Tyrese Nunn? I'm not sure who the other one was.
Kramer to throw on 2nd and goal from the 15. Incomplete, too high for Bates at the goal line. Had him wide open and missed him.
That's that skinny post, what I call it, and just split the two safeties, and he was open. Just Kyle's putting a lot on it tonight. Need to tone it down just a little bit, and I'm sure he will. But overthrown the last two.
Well, you know you get anxious. You see a chance for a big game, and just getting a little over anxious right now.
Yeah.
3rd and goal now he goes. Kramer and his troops from the 15-yard line of Jeff Davis. 3rd and goal. Second quarter just underway. Kramer looking to pass, has a little time, a lot of time. Now he's keeping looking out. Now pressure comes, and he throws back across the middle. And this ball is nearly intercepted and nearly caught right up under the goalpost, but it falls incomplete. Intended for Bates once again, and now 4th and goal from the 15, and it's a field goal situation coming up for the Lions.
Well, generally it's a Cardinal sin to float all the way to one side and throw back across the middle of the field and high. And that time we almost got away with it, almost got intercepted too, but Bates got the last hand on it, had a shot, just couldn't bring it in.
Elliott Duke on for a field goal attempt of 31 yards, 32 yards from the far hash mark. 11:36 to play here in the second quarter. Lions lead at 14-zip. The hold is down and the kick is up, and it is no good. He pushed it to the right. So the Lions, with a 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line, come away with no points. Let's check in with Steak and Shake reporter Danny Ryle on the sideline.
Yeah, the holding call down here on the touchdown was on 54, and right now the offense just seems a little bit out of sorts. So maybe get them over here and get them on the board, and we'll come out and score one.
Well, this is a chance to clear some cobwebs. The Lions' offense has been a little bit out of sorts since the league game. They only put 20 points up, could have put a lot more up. Need to find that rhythm again.
Yeah, and you can't do this against really, really good teams, and we don't know exactly what Jeff Davis is at this point, but you do this against Central and Auburn, you're going to be in trouble.
Ford here on a reverse pass, looking to throw downfield is Summage, and it is nearly intercepted, and penalty flags down. They're going to get pass interference. They're going to call it on, is it Trey?
Trey Thompson.
It looks like we had made contact with it before he made contact with the receiver, though. But
well, it looked like the receiver made a double move and kind of got behind Trey, and he really did probably a good job on that. If the ball's well thrown, he was beat. And although we had a defender come over and almost intercept it in front of him, but when you don't know exactly what's going on and where the ball is exactly, probably a good job by Trey Thompson.
1st and 10 Vols from their own 35-yard line. Here is a give to Kyrie Curry. No, that's Summage again. That's Peterson. Peterson, not 33. There he goes. He's going to carry to the 44-yard line, 45. Going to be very close to a first down depending on the spot. They're going to spot him 1 yard shy. 9-yard pickup for the freshman running back, Peterson.
Man, I'm telling you, keep an eye on that guy. I mean, that's a phenomenal run for a freshman running back. Wow.
Kind of reminds you of when Cameron Petway was a 9th grader at Lanier.
Yeah.
2nd and 1 for the Vols from their own 44-yard line. And here is a give on the end around. And it's bottled up in the backfield and taken down for a loss is number 4, Rance Lee, back at the Vols 38-yard line. It's a loss of 6 on the play.
Yeah,
it's going to be 3rd and 6.
Anthony Coleman ran him down from the other side. I think Tim Trotter, maybe Mason Taylor, possibly Ian Jackson over there as well. But the really good hustle play was from the backside, Anthony Coleman running him down.
3rd and 7 Vols from their own 38-yard line. 10-17 to play here in the second quarter. Lions lead at 14-zip. And here's Chase Ford from the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side. Now one comes in motion to that same side, and Ford under some trouble, throws it out into the flats and slips down, does number 9, Donald Harris Jr., for about a 1 yard loss back to the 37-yard line, and it's 4th and 8 coming up for the Vols.
Well, Deshaun Daniels was in position to make the tackle. If he if he gets loose, doesn't slip down there. But he was in good shape, so I think we would have been all right had he not slipped. A good job by Deshaun Daniels being in the right spot at the right time.
Clock on the move, 9:30 to play here in the second quarter. Lions lead at 14-0, and Marcus Webb is set to punt away for the Vols from his own 25-yard line. Rogers and Gary back at our 30, and Webb gets this one away, and this could be returnable. Rogers picks it up at the 30, 35, 40, cuts back to the middle, 50. Rogers still on his feet across the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Stepped in front of Gary to get that and took it down into Vols territory at the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that was a great run by Kendrick there as he was slicing through. It looked like the entire Vol defense there and was one tackle away from taking that to the house. So good job setting us up in good field position here.
Let's check in with sideline reporter Danny Rye down there.
They cannot block Dominique James and number 55, Tim Trotter. Those two sophomores are doing whatever they want to do.
Tim Trotter is a junior, I think, but Dominique James, Central Phoenix City couldn't block him.
No, he couldn't.
You're talking about another guy's got a bright future ahead of him. Both those guys right there.
1st and 10 Lions from the Vols 43. Here's a give to Powell. Powell cuts it inside, back to the outside, still on his feet across the 35 to the 31-yard line. 12 yards on the carry for Keandre Powell and a first down for the Lions.
Boy, that was a fantastic run. He is such a physical runner, and he's got great vision as well. You know, Keandre wasn't really expected to play a lot of running back at first of the year, starting off at linebacker, but boy, he has been very valuable for us.
Here goes Powell again from the 31, first down, fights through the initial line, across the 30 down to the 27-yard line. He'll pick up 4 yards on first down, and the clock rolls at 8:30 to play here in the second quarter. Lions up 14-0. 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard pickup by Powell at the Vols' 27-yard line. Kramer looking from the shotgun. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. And it is another dose of Powell going to the left side. Powell following his blockers across the 10. Powell to the 5. Dives to the pylon, just shy at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal Lions. We've been here before. Now it's time to close the deal.
What a great job out there on the corner. I think it may have been Kendrick Rogers that sprung him about from the 8-yard line to the 2. Before that, it was all Keandre. But
well, that's Kendrick Rogers' second huge block downfield tonight. Here's Kramer again. He gives it off to Kidd. Kidd fights for the goal line. Doesn't quite get there. He's just inside the 1. As we go under 7:50 to play here in the second quarter, Lions 2nd and inches from the goal line. Leading 14-0, looking for more. They are inches away from pay dirt.
Hughes and Cord Hill and Biddle right at the meat of that line for Prattville.
Kramer gives it to Kidd going around the edge, and Kidd gets in the end zone, and no flags down. This one's going to go for 6. Touchdown, Prattville. Jaden Kidd from 1 yard out puts the Lions up 20-0 with 7:23 to play in the second quarter over the Vols.
Boy, he just kind of walked in there. Just great job on that left side of the line, and then our wide receiver on that side sprung a block as well. He just coasted in the end zone.
Kramer kneels down for the hold. Duke on for the point after. Into those highlighter yellow goalposts here at Crampton Bowl. The kick is up, and with 7:53 to play, it is no good.
And that was thrown off by a high snap there, and that every time you see something like that, throws that timing off. Not surprised that one was missed.
Absolutely. We'll take a 30-second break with 7:23 to play in the second quarter. Lions lead 20-0, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Crampton Bowl. Let's check in with Danny Rye down on the sideline.
Guys, y'all can see it better up there than I can, but they're complaining down here that they're hitting our snapper on our PAT and our field goals, which is a no-no.
That would explain why we're having trouble getting the kickoff.
Yeah.
Or the snap. 20-0 your score here. 7:23 to play here in the second quarter. Lions all over the Vols of Jeff Davis. Hey, find out about earning up to 4% on your checking account balance at myguardiancu.com. Guardian Credit Union, where you belong. And Guardian Credit Union is a great sponsor of Prattville Lions football. Check them out today for all your banking needs. Colin Rogers kicks away. Going from left to right. This time it's going to sail to the goal line and into the end zone for a touchback.
I tell you, that's so valuable. We just really take that for granted. The average fan, average person out there doesn't really think that it's taking away that big play opportunity for the opposing team. And
absolutely,
you can't be more proud of Colin Rogers for doing that.
No, absolutely not. 7:23 to play before the half. 20-0, Lions on top. They've not given the Vols much room to breathe at all defensively. And Ford's going to go the empty house backfield. 5 receivers in the formation, 3 to the near side, 2 to the far side. And he wants to pass, but the Lions penetrate immediately, and Ford's going to have to run for his life again. And he is hit and dropped hard at the 14-yard line. It's Ian Jackson again.
Ian Jackson is definitely having a first-half game tonight. He has had several tackles, had the pick 6 earlier. Excellent job by Ian Jackson.
And he just buried Chase Ford at the 11-yard at the 16-yard line. They're going to mark him at the up to the 18. He hit at the 19 and landed at the 18 at the 16. But 2nd and 11, they go for the 19, and Ford passes the inside again, and this is down at the 20-yard line, inside the 20 again. Great tackle immediately on the slant.
Anthony Coleman again. You know, that's
AP
another
Coleman.
guy we've talked a lot about tonight, too. He's having an excellent game.
6:32 to play here before halftime. Prattville leads at 20-0, and the Vols offense with no room to breathe at all. 3rd and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Chase Ford, freshman quarterback, stands in with 2 receivers to either side. He's got the freshman running back, Devontae Peterson, flanking him to the right. He's going to have to pass quick as he's under some intense pressure. Got a hand on him, and he just throws it for the sideline. Incomplete. He was buried that time again by number 92, Keyshawn Lewis.
Yeah.
And it's a 4th and 10 coming up for the Vols at their own 20. And Marcus Webb will have to punt away.
You know, when I was in high school, I played against a quarterback named Tom Ford at Auburn High School. I know he moved to Montgomery. I wonder if this is his son.
Tom Ford?
He was a lot like this. He looks a lot like each other. But, yeah, Tom Ford played at Auburn High School when I was in high school, and I wonder if this is his son. I know he does live here in Montgomery.
Marcus Webb gets this punt barely away. We may have touched it a little bit, but it takes a roll out to the Vols' 48-yard line, and the Lions once again begin their drive inside the Vols' 50-yard line. Let's check in with Danny Rye down on the sideline.
Guys, on first down that time, I saw something I've never seen before. On a pass play, all 5 offensive linemen hit the deck and dove at the defensive lineman's knees on a pass play.
Well, it didn't work.
No, he's running for his life back here, guys.
Yeah.
Well, you won't get downfield. Get a legal man downfield.
No, you won't. You might get laid down a little bit. 5:51 to play here before halftime, and the Lions from the Vols 47 with the ball and a 20-0 lead. 1st and 10 they go. Kramer, play action pass, in some trouble. Looks back, now throws it deep. He's looking for, that's Hallman down there, incomplete at the 20-yard line.
Man, what a great arm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Falling backwards, under pressure.
Kramer threw that 55 and falling backwards and going to his left. I mean, what an outstanding arm that was. And the ball was right there. He threw it where it was either going to be caught by us or out of bounds, and it was about as good a throw as you can make under that kind of pressure.
2nd and 10, go the Lions from the Vols 47. Play action, Kramer throws across the middle. This time
that's interference. Come on, guys.
Hallman was hit at the 40-yard line. No flags. Goodness gracious.
when you are hit in your route on the way to the ball, that's interference.
That one's pretty easy, but
wow,
didn't get that one. 3rd and 10 from the 47. Maybe Hallman initiated the contact.
Running his route to the ball.
He just ran after the DB.
Wow.
Kramer from the shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far, sets up the screen to the far side with some room. It's Powell, 35-30, 1st and 10 across to the 28-yard line.
And let me tell you, R.J. Meyer was leading that screen and just took his man 10, 15 yards down the field. And what a great job by R.J. Meyer. And I guess you see why he was moved on this side of the ball.
Oh, yeah, he's loving it over there. 1st and 10, Lions from the Vols' 29-yard line. Here's Powell with the carry across the 29 to the 27-yard line, maybe a couple of yards. As we roll under 5 minutes to play here before halftime, 20-0. Your score, good guys on top. I want to remind you there is no Marcus Jackson halftime extravaganza tonight, as he was in Chilton County tonight.
Yes. What are we doing at halftime?
Well, there's going to be 2 outstanding bands.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
Powell carries it again across to the 25-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds along the Prattville boundary. It'll be 3rd down and maybe a long 5, maybe 6 yards to go before the first down. The marker is at the line to make is just inside the Vols' 20, and we are just inside the 27, so 3rd and 7.
Listen, there's no doubt the Prattville band is one of the best in the country in the high school, but I want you to take notice. We'll talk about it after this play.
Kramer to pass on 3rd and 7, steps out of pressure, and he's dragging a tackler. He's going to take a sack back at the 25-yard line, give him the 26. Back to the original line of scrimmage and nothing doing.
Yeah, Prattville band, you know, they always put on a fantastic show. But I want, if we can, zoom in a little bit on the Jeff Davis drum majors tonight. You can see
typically the best athletes in the stadium.
You're about right.
4th and 7 from the 26, and Lions going to elect to go for it here. And kind of in no man's land as Kramer drops back to pass, throws it for the corner. He's got it at the 15-yard line.
Wow.
Dragging his feet. Is that Rogers over there? Or is that
so.
Bates?
Look like Rogers.
It is Rogers, and it's a 1st down for Prattville. Great concentration by Kendrick to keep his feet down and maintain that possession.
Let me tell you don't do it any better than that in college. That's just picture perfect right there.
That's why Tennessee wants him.
Yep.
1st and 10 from the 17, and here's a give to Powell. Runs right into a lineman, and he goes down for a minimal gain.
Got to brag a little bit about Carson Hughes tonight. Done a great job snapping, this first game snapping. And
yeah.
That usually leads to them doing a bad snap after I say that. So hopefully Carson make this one good, please.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the Vols' 17. Go to the Lions, and Kramer wants to pass, throws across the middle, and Rogers pulls it down in traffic at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Lions. What a catch by Kendrick Rogers.
That was fantastic. That was in heavy traffic. He pulled it in and still was trying to score with it, but great job.
3 minutes to go before half. Lions up 20-0. 1st and goal from the 5. And now timeout on the field. Timeout called by the Vols of JD. We'll take a 1-minute break. Lions football continues after these words.
Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
They do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Welcome back to Crampton Bowl. Timeout on the field right now. 2:57 to play here in the second quarter. Approaching halftime, Lions are up 20-0, and they are 1st and goal from the Vols' 4-yard line. So they've been 1st and goal a lot tonight, and only 20 points on the board. They're going to have to sharpen that axe as the season goes on. Kramer, quick pitch to Rogers, trying to angle for the corner, and he will strut into the end zone for the touchdown. 26-0. Prattville now leads on that touchdown run by Kendrick Rogers. It actually counts as a pass, but it's almost like that inside end-around give, and Rogers for 6, and the Lions are up 26-0.
Taylor Thompson, Daniel Carter Barnes, and also Cord Hill led that blocking on that side for Kendrick to dance into the end zone untouched.
2:49 to play before half. There's the hold and the snap, and the kick is up, and this time it's good. 27-0. Lions lead the Vols. And, hey, folks, save money and, most importantly, save time when you need tires and an express oil change. Discount prices and tires for all makes and models at Larry Puckett Tire Engineers and Larry Puckett Express Oil Change. No appointment needed. You just drive in. You can buy your car, get your tires, and get your oil changed in one stop.
Went there today. My tires are in. I didn't have time. They had time to put my tires on, but I didn't have time. So we're doing that at 9:30 in the morning, putting my new tires, getting ready for all the mud that's – no, there's not any mud out there, is there?
Well, there's more than there was.
If you drive into the river, there's some mud.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just dust.
But I wouldn't even
everywhere.
recommend you do that. 2:49 to play before halftime. 27-0. Your MVP of the scoring drive was a great catch by Kendrick Rogers that led to a Kendrick Rogers touchdown. No point needed at Sport Clips. The legendary Sport Clips MVP treatment includes a precision haircut, massaging tea tree shampoo, and a legendary hot steam towel. Sport Clips in Prattville in front of Target on Legends Parkway. And boy, Kendrick Rogers showed his weaponry on that drive. 2 seriously great catches and a touchdown run. And here is the kick.
And a good punt return.
Yes, and a good punt return. MVP of the whole scoring drive.
Yeah.
Touchback by Rogers, and let's check in with Steak and Shake reporter Danny Rye.
On the play before the touchdown, on the pass over the middle, should have had a face mask, but Kendrick said, no big deal, just give it to me on the jet sweep, and I'll dance in, and that's what he did.
He danced into the end zone.
Hey, Danny, what do you think of young Martin Jackson's pants that he has on behind you?
I have no comment on Martin Jackson's pants. I'm sorry. I've never seen anything like them.
Martin Jackson is the spiffiest AD in Alabama, perhaps in the southeast United States, maybe the country.
Very spirited young man.
No comment.
1st and 10 from the 20. Go the Vols, trailing our lines 27-0 with 2:48 to play before the half. And here is a give to the freshman running back Peterson, and he's got room again. This time Peterson is going to get it out to the 40-yard line, 38 before he's finally tackled by Wade White and Trey Thompson.
I'll tell you what, the guy, we've talked about him enough already, but he's impressive. Great run, great vision. He took that as far as you can go, and good job by the young freshman there.
5'11", 204, ninth grader.
And he can run. You saw how fast he was on that long run that was called back, but remember that name.
Yep, 2:20 to play before half. And here's another quick pitch out. This time it's Summage, and he is hit immediately and dropped by Wade White and Trey Thompson over there for about a 3-yard pickup. Stays in bounds, clock stays on the move. It is going to be second and actually picks up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 from the 44 of JD. Go the Vols. Trying to get into Lions territory for the first time tonight. And it's still 1:55 to play before half, but the Lions are up 27-0 and in control at the moment. Ford, the freshman backfield from JD, has it, now wants to pass it, and he's got it complete into Lions territory across the 45 to the 40 to the 38-yard line. Complete to number 14, Tavares Womack.
I'll tell you what, impressive throw right there by Ford. That was looked like about a 12-yard stop route, and he hit him dead on the numbers. Good throw, good accuracy, and impressive young guy there too.
1st and 10 Vols from the Prattville 38 for the first time tonight on the Prattville side of the 50. 1:30 to play before halftime, and here is Ford rolling to his right now, looking to throw. And he's got a little room to run. He's going to run across the 40 to the 36-yard line before he's out of along the Prattville boundary. Excuse me. He'll pick up 2 yards and stop the clock momentarily with 1:21 to play before half. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the Lions 36.
Ian Jackson ran him out of bounds there, but Ford showed a quick burst of speed right there too. So
Yes, he did. Minute 21 to play before half. 2nd and 8 for the Vols from the Lions' 36-yard line. And here's Ford to pass. He's got it complete this time. Oh, and he is stuck by Mason Taylor at the line of scrimmage and driven back.
yeah, trying to set up a quick wide receiver screen right there, and Mason Taylor read it like a book and took him down.
Minute 12 to play before half. And Jeff Davis calls a timeout with the Lions up 27-0. Hey, folks, you don't have to fight the traffic and long lines at the big box grocery stores to get great steak at the best prices. Travel right up Highway 31 to Piggly Wiggly in Pine Level for Black Angus beef. And don't forget, the grill's going to be smoking this weekend at Piggly Wiggly in Pine Level.
I will be visiting because I will be heading up, getting my deer stands, my feeders ready, my grain fields ready. I will probably hit Piggly Wiggly on the way there and on the way back.
And no reason not to hit it
I
both
should
times.
try all the meats out because they got sausage, ribs, chopped pork, hamburgers. They got it all there.
They got meats for any budget.
I should do the I'll tell you about it next week.
Well, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll taste a Pine Level at the Wiggly Piggly.
Each meat that they offer, I will taste.
And also don't forget that the conclusion of tonight's game will be selecting a Buffalo Rock Pepsi player of the game. We'll make the presentation next Thursday during the Coach Caleb Ross Show. And join us at Buffalo Wild Wings Thursdays at 5:30 for the Coach Caleb Ross Show. The great folks from Buffalo Rock will be on hand to make our player of the game presentation with a plaque and certificate from the Sport Clips for a spectacular MVP treatment. 3rd and 12 for the Vols from the Lions' 40-yard line. And here he's pulled back. Chase Ford pulled back at the 40-yard line. Will McQuiston yanked him down by his shoulder pads, just mean to him at the 49-yard line. And now a timeout has been called by the Lions with 58 seconds to play.
Well, it's just amazing how many different defensive linemen make plays. You hear Dominique James, and then here comes McQuiston, Broderius Lewis, Keyshawn Lewis. It just time after time you get different guys. Tim Trotter.
And let's check in with a guy who is right there with the defense down there. That's our Steak and Shake Southern reporter, Danny Wright.
And the thing about Will McQuiston, and I can say this 100% sure, he's probably the smartest guy on the field tonight.
Right. In any outfit.
In any outfit.
That includes sideline reporter?
That especially includes sideline reporter.
Yeah.
I can't spell 36, much less make one.
I've made a 36 before, but not on ACT.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
4th and 20 for the Vols from the Prattville 48-yard line, and Marcus Webb will have to kick it off again. Gary and Rogers back around the 20-yard line. Webb's got the low snap, picks it up, punts it away, and fair catch called for at the 20-yard line, 18-yard line. Now flags are down. Rogers called for a fair catch at the 18, and they threw a flag at the 18.
You know, Danny told me, too, that just like Will, Danny rarely made a B, too,
What's a B?
Hey, Danny, don't forget to grab Coach Ross as he go into the halftime locker room.
Got you covered. Got you covered.
They don't literally grab him, just ask him for an interview.
Sometimes you got to grab him because he's real busy down there. 50 seconds to play here. Lions take over at their own 20-yard line, leading 27-0 just before halftime. Still with 2 timeouts to play. 2 timeouts to go here in the remainder, the last 50 seconds of the second quarter. Kramer drops back to pass. Now throws it short to Thompson. Thompson at 20, 25, following blockers 30. Thompson 40, Thompson 45, 50 and out of bounds along the Prattville boundary. 30-yard pickup on the quick pass from Kyle Kramer to Taylor Thompson.
And, man, that's using your head, too. He had an opportunity to maybe pick up a yard or 2 more by trying to run through the defender. Does the great job of getting out of bounds, stopping that clock. That's using your head right there. Good job, Taylor.
1st and 10 Lions at midfield. Here's Kramer to pass again. Looking downfield, looking, looks to his 4th receiver and throws it in away from Kendrick Rogers. I don't think Kendrick was looking for it.
Yeah, and it was kind of he was so far on the other side and wasn't but about a 7-yard route. And it was like throwing from one numbers to the other side of the field numbers. And Jeff Davis did a great job that time in their secondary and coverage.
34 seconds to play before half. 2nd and 10 for the Lions at our 49-yard line. Lions lead at 27-0. Still with both timeouts in that pocket. See what they elect to do here with 4 receivers in a formation, 2 to either side. And Kramer looks to pass. Under some pressure now, throws it. This is complete to Rogers at the sticks, and Rogers fights to get out of bounds and does so at the Jeff Davis 40-yard line. 24 seconds to play. Clock stopped as Rogers wisely got out of bounds.
Yeah, another great job. Kendrick could have got a couple more yards if he stays in, but he knows he's got to stop that clock. Good job by Kendrick Rogers.
1st and 10 Lions at the Vols 40-yard line. 24 seconds to play before half. Lions lead 27-0. Here's Kramer to pass, looking downfield.
There he
some
is.
time.
He got him.
Fires it deep. Got a man down there wide open, and it is called to the 5. Rogers into the end zone. Touchdown, Prattville. 40 yards. Kendrick Rogers with his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Lions have blown it wide open. They lead the Vols 33-0 before half.
What a great route. He ran it out and up, and he really just when he took off on his route initially, he just kind of looked like he just wasn't into it, and he broke off that out route, and then he took a jet up the sidelines, and he was wide open in a great – and let me tell you, that's not easy throw. It look like we're going to have motion on the extra point. That's not as easy a throw as you think it is, because it was what do you throw that, from the 50 to about the 5?
Yes.
Maybe the 10, but right dead in stride, right on the money. I know some colleges that would like their quarterbacks to throw as accurate as that on a deep route.
After this kick, we'll pause 10 seconds for station ID as they replace this kick 5 yards back after the motion. Elliott Duke. Kramer hold down. Kick is up from Duke, and it is good. Lions lead 34-0 with 14 seconds to play before half. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Prattville Lions Football Network. Your MVP of the scoring drive was a 40-yard catch and throw from Kyle Kramer to Kendrick Rogers.
I would say Kendrick Rogers had a great 2nd quarter.
I would say so. I think he's maybe jockeying for that Buffalo Rock Pepsi Player of the Game already.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You remember us talking about about almost first quarter was almost gone, and we said we hadn't really targeted Kendrick Rogers.
Oh.
And that's changed. He
obviously
started off with a punt return that he had,
Obviously, Coach Ross has our broadcast in one ear, so he knows this. So he's did that.
No doubt about it. You got to get the ball in the hands of the electric players, and he provides a lot of electricity for the Lions.
Well, you could imagine what.
I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. I just don't want to say it.
34-0.
But he's number 5, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
34-0. Prattville on top, and here is Rogers again, kicking it off 9 yards into the end zone for a touchback. Let's check in with Steak and Shake sideline reporter Danny Rye.
Guys, I don't know many high school quarterbacks can throw a 40-yard pass like Kyle Kramer just did. That thing was beautiful.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's gonna be a lot of people knocking at the door in a couple weeks for that young man.
They got to. He's got such a pretty deep ball, and he has proven to be a lot more athletic than a lot of people gave him credit for. And
no doubt.
He can be physical when he needs to get physical, and he can run through people, but he can place the ball perfect on those deep routes.
1st and 10, and Jeff Davis takes a knee, and we're going to go into halftime with a 34-0 Prattville Lion lead. Let's check in with Danny Rye down on the sideline if he can get a word with Coach Ross. I see them coming together around the 40-yard line.
There we go.
Coach, 34-0.5, not a bad half.
I was really pleased that last drive right there on offense, man. 2 flip until the end. I wasn't really scored, but we weren't playing crisp football. That was a really well executed drive. Really proud of that in a 2-minute mode. We protected well. Kyle had time to throw, made some great throws, made some plays. That right there, man, gives me a lot of hope, man. I was really proud of that.
Thought on the extra point and the field goal, the center got hit.
Well, I thought so too, but then we watched it again, and we just let the guy go a couple times. So I don't know if that's the case. That's what they're saying up top. I'm going to watch it at halftime. But, you know, we're playing good. We're not playing great, but I was really pleased with right there. It may give me some confidence with our offense.
Go get them second half.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys. That's it from the sideline.
Hey, great job, Danny. Thanks for being down there tonight. Love having you with us.
I hope Danny's not leaving. I mean, it's just halftime.
Right. We got a hold of the halftime.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're going to step aside for 3 minutes. When we come back, the Pride of Prattville Marching Band will be on the field, followed by the Jeff Davis Vols. 34-0 halftime lead. Lions football continues after these words.
Chip Powell here with Lewis Mills, service manager of Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. Lewis, talk to us about your Express Oil Change.
Well, our Express Oil Change, we have a full-line mechanical shop. We do 10-minute oil changes, and we are a full-fledged tire shop. We're a direct dealer with Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and Yokohama.
When you need service, your oil change and tires, come here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tires Engineer.
I'm the neighbor with the orange tractor. I mow, I grow, and care for this place I call home. I'm always on the move, getting work done, because I want to be the best version of me. Right now, get a Kubota L-Series tractor and take advantage of low-rate, long-term financing. This is why I do it. Kubota.
See the Bates family, Jared, Barbara, or Mickey at Clanton Tractor.
You know those couples who talk the whole meal? They didn't order the double and cheese steak burger with fries, a second side, and a fresh baked cookie for just $4.
No, I heard.
You did, and your mouth's busy with more important things. 444. 4 meals, 4 items, $4. 444. Get more for 4. Only at Steak and Shake.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
Buffalo Rock is well known for Pepsi and other great soft drink brands. Did you know that Buffalo Rock is one of the River Region's largest full-service caterers? And have you heard about Micro Market? Buffalo Rock is leading the region with innovation to replace conventional vending at many of the larger industrial plants. Plant management loves it, and so do the employees. To find out more about Buffalo Rock Catering and the Micro Market, call Mike Barnett at 334-394-4452. The Buffalo Rock family is proud to support area schools. BuffaloRock.com.
One more. Did you know you can buy an E-Z-GO golf cart for only $3,100 now at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West in Prattville? Prattville Outdoors has a great selection of previously owned 2017 E-Z-GO golf carts. Prattville Outdoors even has a camo model that's been jacked up and ready for hunting season, selling at only $69.95. Come see the Johnson Brothers and Biv today at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West, or go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. That's PrattvilleOutdoors.com.
Chip Powell here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet with sales manager Kirk Mims, where LP also stands for low prices. Kirk, talk about your
Another tremendous performance by the Pride of Prattville Marching Band. Prattville on top here against Jeff Davis, 34-0. We're going to take a 3-minute break, and then we'll bring it back here for some more halftime action. We're taking it away for 3 minutes.
Man, it's a great time here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. You know what? Football is here, but football also means fall savings at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. We got great prices. We got a great inventory. We got 0% financing on multiple models. There's never been a bigger time to shop. We have a great selection of used cars. You can go to LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Larry Puckett Chevrolet right here in Prattville, Alabama.
The best selection of quality previously owned trucks is available every day at Auto X of Prattville on South Memorial Drive. At Auto X of Prattville, they have a large selection of Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, Chevrolet Silverados, top Ram.
JD fans, make some noise! Now watch as our beautiful dynamic divas get down to the old school hit called Let the Music Play by Shannon. JD fans, y'all turn up with us. Let's go!
All right, we're going to step aside here for a 3-minute break as Prattville's leading 34-0 on top of the Jeff Davis Volunteers. When we come back, we'll wrap up the first half and get ready for second half action. Prattville leading 34-0. We're taking a 3-minute break.
SUVs are also available. AutoX of Prattville is locally owned and family owned and a proud sponsor of Prattville Lion High School football. Your next truck should come from AutoX of Prattville, South Memorial Drive.
It's not too early to sign up to make money. The region's largest quality kids consignment sale begins October 26th. It's the Mom's Marketplace Fall Sale at Prattville Pickers. Children's clothing, shoes, accessories, toys, books, strollers, swings, furniture, even maternity, and much, much more. Sign up at momsmarketplace.net to sell your quality kids items, volunteer to make even more, and shop first. The Mom's Marketplace Fall Sale happens October 26th. momsmarketplace.net. Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
Think local. Think of all the skill and talent found right here in our community. Hands that build, hands that feed, teach, protect, and hands that heal. Guardian Credit Union reaches out to people just like you, handling loans for new cars, opening doors to new homes, saying yes to fun and adventure. When you need a strong, steady financial hand, think local. Think Guardian.
Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish. Give me some U.S. farm-raised catfish.
I only use U.S. farm-raised catfish.
We've been selling U.S. farm-raised catfish since 1978.
They do have a choice for a good, wholesome, safe fish. We know it's a good product.
Ask for U.S. farm-raised catfish, only the finest, freshest, tastiest. You can taste the difference.
From our farm to your table, your family deserves the best. U.S. farm-raised catfish.
Welcome back to historic Crampton Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama. Halftime period is up, and the news is good, folks. 34-0, our Lions lead, and will receive the ball to start the third quarter. But if you aren't listening at halftime, I know you can't see it because we don't have TV tonight because of that NFHS camera thing, whatever, gobbledygook Montgomery contract. But you will see it eventually, and what you will see is that the most elite athletes on the field actually don't play football.
Exactly.
They're
right.
drum majors for Jeff Davis High School.
Yeah, and I think we zoomed in on them on our playback. Did we do that, Milzer?
Mm-hmm. I want to tell you, I mean, fantastic athleticism. I mean, these guys are awesome. It was really a great show by both bands.
Yep.
If you weren't here at Crampton Bowl to see it live, you really missed a treat. You really did.
You know the song that Prattville plays, West Virginia,
yes.
Mountain Mama. What's the name of that?
Take Me Home.
Take Me Home. Yeah.
Country Roads.
Country Roads. That's
and
right.
Speaking of the Pride of Prattville, we have the voice of the Pride of Prattville with us in the booth right now, Jeremy Jackson.
Yeah, and we got to hear the familiar voice.
And Jeremy Jackson can vouch for the elite athletes that make up Jeff Davis drum majors.
Yes, excellent athletes. That's a whole other level. But you know that Take Me Home, the song that Prattville plays so well. My bucket list is to go to West Virginia ball game and they sing that song. Is it after the game when they do that?
I think it's the beginning of the third quarter.
Stadium sings it.
Yeah, between the third and fourth quarter.
And I've seen the video of it, and I thought, man, I got to go see that. That's a cool.
We can do that after we go to Blacksburg.
Yes.
For an Inner Sandman intro.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what the band has done. They've integrated this Prattville banner that flies over them at the end, and it really stirs up emotions if you're a native Prattvillian. And it really is great. Hats off to Jeremy and Chris King and all the guys that come up with this stuff. It's fantastic.
I've seen that once before in Las Vegas. I mean, that's
that same banner?
Yeah, I mean, that kind of thing. So that just shows you where we are. There's Las Vegas and then there's Prattville.
Yeah.
I mean, right there together.
Pratt Vegas.
Yes, yeah.
That's right. That's how it gets the name.
Yeah.
same level of nightlife. Hey, we're about to get this third quarter kicked off. Let's check in with Steak and Shake reporter Danny Rye. Welcome back, sir.
Well, the only complaint that the officials have so far is some of our players' pants are pulled up too high and their knees are being exposed.
Oh, well.
Yes.
Boo-hoo.
And the AHSAA guy is here and taking notes.
Yep. I've seen a couple players that I went like, whoa, man, it's not only it's barely covering their thighs. I mean, that's the way, you look in the NFL, there's no pads worn at all among your skilled players in their pants. It's just pants.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
And they don't even cover their knees there, so it's just these guys, seeing what they see on TV and wanting to do the same thing. And
I would want as many pads as possible covering me up.
Yes.
But
and now the knee pads are so small, they're just covering the top of the kneecap, really.
Yeah.
They're not covering the whole knee like it was when we all played.
Yep.
What kind of protection did it really offer? I mean, the cap is what matters right there. If you bump that, you're in trouble. But regardless, the third quarter is about to get underway, and Juan Cardenas is about to kick off for the Vols, going from our right to our left. Welcome back everyone, and football is about to get underway. Lions lead 34-zip and receive the ball to begin this third quarter, and it is a pooch kick that takes a high hop at the 20-yard line, fielded by Rogers. Rogers cuts it back to the open field to the middle. 35, cuts it back outside. He's got Cardenas there. He runs right by him. 45, 50, high steps out of bounds to along the Jeff Davis boundary, all the way out to the Jeff Davis 48-yard line.
Boy,
The kicker was trying to get his pants pulled back up. Rogers ran right past him.
Kendrick just makes it look easy out there. I mean,
Yep.
he's got such great vision. He's obviously very, very quick.
He's just having fun.
Good speed, and boy, he just does a fantastic. He's a great punt returner, kick returner. Obviously, having a great night at wide receiver as well.
Ball spotted at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions to begin the third quarter from the midfield stripe. Up 34-zip, and here is Kramer with 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, Bates, and here is a give to Powell, hitting the backfield, and gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. As stop made on the play by number 69, Jalen Rankins, and he loses some headgear in the process. He's got to come out for a play.
Jalen, a 6'2", 294-pound senior for the Vols.
Beefy. 2nd 11 back at our 49-yard line after a loss of a yard on the play. Just underway here in the third quarter, 11-13 to play. And here is a give to Powell again. Powell falls over his lead blocker, and he takes a big hit, but falls him forward back into Vols territory at the 48-yard line. That was a jarring hit on Powell, but he's back up.
You know, a guy we hadn't seen really targeted maybe one time is Isaiah Causey. I'd like to see Isaiah get some looks here. Maybe he's got single coverage on this side. Maybe this is the time we go to him.
3rd and 8, Lions from the Vols 48-yard line. 10:40 to play here in the third quarter. Lions up 34-zip, and Kramer's to pass. Under some pressure, steps out of it. And Kramer's going to have to run with it, but it's going to come back.
He dropped it. And there's a flag.
There's a block in the back, way back in the secondary. They're going to get RJ for a block in the back at around the 37-yard line.
We got a Jeff Davis ball that looks hurt. Doesn't look good either. He is in some pain. But what happened, Kramer ran around that side and just lost the ball. Let's see if we can pick up the number with the.
It's number 12 who's down, Chip.
Number 12.
That's
okay.
Reginald Summage, the starting running back and defensive back, senior. That's the guy they can ill afford to lose, and he is in some serious pain down there. Prattville Outdoors has the coolest RUVs just in time for hunting season. You got to check out the golf carts that have been camoed out and all jacked up for outdoor fun. And they do all the refurbishing right there in the Prattville Outdoors shop on Highway 82 in Prattville. Let Ed, Frank, and Vivian know that you appreciate their sponsorship of Prattville football in Dixie Country and Prattville Live's YouTube channel.
Yeah, Ed and Frank been sponsoring us for a long time, man. I really appreciate those guys. And if you have a need for those things, go out there and see them. They do a great job. Good folks. They support our community and obviously our broadcasts.
No doubt about it.
They are still looking at Summage down on the field for the Vols, and it looks like to me maybe a lower leg injury.
Right knee.
Right knee. Looks like he may get to his feet here. Let's see. He is. And he's going to jog off.
Might
That's
be
a
little,
good sign.
Maybe just a little hyperextension scared him a little bit. There's a high-caliber athlete in Reginald Summage. I feel like we've been calling his name against when we played JD since he was a freshman.
Yeah.
Long time.
He has been there.
10:24 to play in the third quarter. Prattville leads at 34-0. We're about to see a penalty levied against Prattville, block in the back. It's going to push us way, way behind the chains, and it's going to be 3rd and forever once they finally set it.
Yeah, who do they like to go to on 3rd and long?
Like to do a little T-pop.
Yep. Oh, it's 4th down.
They declined the penalty,
yeah.
so now it's going to be 4th and 8 from the 48 of Jeff Davis, and Riley Fairhurst will come on to punt this one away. Rance Lee back at his 10-yard line to field this punt from Fairhurst, who gets the punt away. And it is a nice high punt and might take a Prattville roll, and it takes a Vols roll.
Wow.
All the way back from – it bounced at the 12 and goes back to the 20-yard line. Still keep getting bad bounces. Let's check in with Danny Rye down on the sideline.
I think we were going to play the starters the first series, but after that series, I would not be surprised to see them all come back on offense.
That was ugly.
Yep. You know, the thing I always think about when you have athletic drum majors, what do they do after half or before half? You know, they're not playing the instrument. They just go
Just wave that wand around.
They go out and get a hamburger and a Coke.
I'd go over to Chris's Hot Dogs. It's right around the corner. First and 10 Vols from their own 20-yard line. 9:59 to play here in the third quarter. Lines up 34-zip. Here is Ford giving it off to his running back, the freshman phenom, Peterson, and he's going down for a 5-yard loss. Back at the 15-yard line. Actually mark him ahead to the 16 on forward progress.
Like Broderick Lewis and Ian Jackson both on the tackle for the Lions.
Broderick Lewis continues to get better each week, number 78. What a big weapon on that defensive front is Broderick Lewis, 6'3", 275. And Coach Ross says his hands can cover a 10-inch tile. Second and 14, back at the 17-yard line, and here's a give again to Peterson, and he is being suplexed back at the 10-yard line.
And that's Dominique James.
Dominique James. They are removing the Vols' desire to play football much longer, I think.
You know, Dominique James reminds you of a young Justin Shanks.
Yes.
Who ended up going to play for
Florida State.
And they were both high caliber guys as a sophomore, and we'll follow Dominique James's career here. I think it's going to be a good one. That's just a
Just a hunch. call it intuition.
Yeah.
Third and 18 for the Vols back at their own 13-yard line. Clock on the move at 8:40, and Ford looks to pass, throws it downfield, and throws it deep. And nobody home but Prattville Lions. And here comes a flag. The throw is to the middle of the field. There's a receiver on the far boundary, and they throw a flag. Unbelievable.
Yeah. I guess they're going to call holding. If there's anything that happened, he might have been held early in the route, but the ball was nowhere near the receiver. But we'll wait.
Still going to be less than a first down.
Penalty against Prattville, pass interference.
I don't know how it could.
They called pass interference. Wow.
Third down and 3.
Third and 3 now for the Vols. Up to their 28-yard line after the 15-yard penalty from the 13. 8:32 to play here in the third quarter. 34-zip. Prattville on top. Chase forward, 4 receivers in the formation. Drops back to pass. Looking downfield now, firing. It's a screen pass out in the flats. The 25-yard line. Ian Jackson has him bottled up, pushes him out of bounds, and here comes a flag.
Can't imagine what that is.
There's a flag down at the point of tackle. Let's go down to Danny Rye down on the sideline, right there on top of it. What do you see, Coach?
5-yard face mask.
Oh,
wow.
It'll still be shy of the first down by about a yard if it's a 5-yard face mask.
Whether they mark it
from the spot, right?
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
They're inching closer and closer with these penalties.
They've got 20 yards of penalties, and now it's 3rd and 1.
You don't say that very often.
No, you do not. 3rd and 1 for the Vols from just inside their 30-yard line. 8:17, clock on the move here in the third quarter. Prattville up 34-zip.
Rod Jackson checking in at corner.
Forward gives to Peterson. Peterson caught from behind and drilled by number 47, Adrian Reese, at the 27-yard line, a loss of 3.
Boy, Reese just came from his defensive end spot and ran it down. Will McQuiston was on there as well.
Wow. Well, despite the best efforts of the Laundry, Jeff Davis unable to convert a first down. And now Bates and Gary back at their own 40-yard line to receive this punt from Marcus Webb. He'll be heels down at his own 13-yard line. Clock continues in motion. Under 7.5 to play here in the third. High snap. Webb just does get it off, punts it straight up in there. And it is fair caught at the 45-yard line of Prattville by Kendrick Rogers. Let us check in with Steak and Shake sideline reporter Danny Rye.
Defensive series was not that bad, but it wasn't that good with all the penalties. So Prattville's come out a little sloppy the second half, and I don't think the coaching staff's very happy right now.
An unusual pass interference call down there, Danny. I don't know if the coaches were too happy with that one.
I don't know where the interference came from. That's my problem. I didn't see it. I'm watching the whole play. But, you know, here's what it is.
It is what it is. Well said. 1st and 10 Lions from our own 45-yard line with 7:17 to play here in the third. And here is Kidd with the carry going around the left side. Puts his head down and bulls ahead to the 49-yard line. He'll pick up 4 yards.
Ethan Biddle and also Javon Harris just provided a huge hole for him to get through. Linebacker came across and made the tackle, but good job by those two guys there.
2nd and 6 go the Lions from just inside our own 49-yard line. Kramer throws it out quick to Thompson. Thompson can't hold on to it and complete.
It was a little low as Taylor was trying to kind of, anytime you get those screens out there, you know those DBs are coming downhill hard at you, and you try to get the ball in your hands as quick as possible, get your head upfield because – you know, you're watching that ball come into your hands, and that time it was a little low. Couldn't quite get to it.
3rd and 6 now for the Lions from our 49. Kramer sets up the screen, and it is dropped at the 48-yard line. Nothing doing.
Guys, that's E.J. Owsley at quarterback.
That is Owsley.
Owsley's
coming at quarterback.
Sure is. Sorry, we didn't recognize that.
It was all happening so fast, you can't see him come in and out. Owsley was your quarterback for that series, and 4th and 6. Lions will have to punt it away from their own 48-yard line. Riley Fairhurst heels down at his own 35. Rance Lee for the Vols back at his own 15. Clock at 6:15, and the ball gets through Riley's hands. Riley's got to pick it up.
Kick it.
Going to try to kick it, and he does get the kick away.
Get it off. Great job.
Nice job by Fairhurst to punt it into the stands. Well, good for him to pick the ball back up and run with it to get the punt away. But
was it a high snap? I missed the snap.
It went between his legs.
Oh, okay.
But Riley gets the punt away, but 4 yards in, 4 risers in the visitors section of Crampton Bowl. And let's see. They're going to spot him at the 45-yard line, so that is a net punt of 7 yards.
Try to get the players that are coming in now.
Could have been a
Number
whole lot
40,
worse.
Philip Burdett coming in at linebacker now.
That's Reed Burdett.
Reed? We need to change that name on there.
Philip is his given name. He goes by Reed.
Reed.
Yep. Here is Peterson on the carry, and Peterson gets about 8 yards ahead before he's pushed out of bounds along the Prattville boundary.
Might have been A.J. Gary. No, it was number 7 for the Lions, Ladarius Fitz. What did Donnie call Ladarius? Plug.
It wasn't Plug. It was Chop.
Chop.
It was
That's right.
Chop. Plug.
Chop.
Plug's good too, though.
Plug and Chop. It sounds just alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever you have a Chop, you got to have a Plug too.
Yeah, there you go.
2nd down and 2 now for the Vols at the Lions' 47-yard line. Forward under center. Gives it to his fullback, and he's going to be short of the first down. He picks up a yard. Prattville defensive front having nothing of it. Trotter on the stop.
Furlow in at free safety for Prattville.
Oh, Javon Furlow blocked him a punt last week.
Yeah, he sure did.
3rd and 1.
We go under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 3rd and 1 for the Vols at the Lions' 46-yard line. Lions cruising with a 34-0 lead, and Ford tries to push the pile. And I believe with the keeper, he'll get his first down by a narrow margin to the Prattville 44.5-yard line.
Tyrese Nunn checked in for the Lions on the defensive front there.
Donnie did confirm it is Chop as he's listening.
Chop.
Listening. The junior high Cats come away with a big
Donnie,
win
did
tonight.
he ever have a guy named Plug?
I think he's had a Plug, but never a guy named Plug.
There you go.
1st and 10. Vols from the Lions' 44-yard line. 4:30 to play, and here's Ford pitching it out to Peterson. Peterson trying to find a little bit of room. Ball comes loose. Ball's loose on the ground, and then the Lions pick it up and run with it. And out of bounds at the Vols' 41-yard line, Jameer Crumblin on the scoop, and the Lions take it back. Let's check in with Danny Rye down on the sideline.
Great tackle over there. I couldn't say who forced that fumble, but Jameer was in the right place at the right time and picked it up and scooped it up and got as much out of it as he could.
Yeah, just like you coach it up there. Good job by Jameer. It was barely in bounds, and it was funny how it had a roll like it was going out and all of a sudden just stopped there. We'll try to get these new Lions that are out there on the field in for you.
1st and 10 Lions. E.J. Owsley leads the troops. Jaden Kidd flanks him to the left. From the 42 of the Vols that go, here's a give to Kidd. Kidd breaking tackles across the 40, dragging tacklers down to the 37-yard line. He'll pick up 5 yards. And the clock goes under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Cleveland Stokes in for Prattville on the offensive line. As well as Spencer Roy's checked in at tight end H-back there.
2nd and 5, go the Lions at the Vols' 37-yard line. Owsley from the shotgun. Gives it off to Kidd again, and Kidd's got a lot of room. That's Myers.
Yeah, that's Myers.
Yeah, James Myers, the third, carries inside the 20 down to the, look at him marking down to the 21-yard line. 16-yard pickup for James Myers, the third.
Treywick and Holmes in at wide receiver for the Lions.
3:39 to play in the third. Prattville in control, 34 to zip. Here's Owsley again, giving it off to Myers. Myers hit at the line and goes ahead to the Vol 19-yard line. He'll pick up 2 yards as we go under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Tell you what, Myers gives you a definite change of pace there as he's a junior at 5'9", 190. Good running back.
2nd and 9 for the Lions at the 20-yard line of Jeff Davis. And it's Myers again with the carry. This time he's going to get ahead to the 18-yard line before he's stopped. Donnie said he didn't have a plug, but he did have a slug. And Chops' brother's name is Fats.
Oh, okay. Slug sounds like an OL.
3rd and 9, Owsley to pass, throws, and it is complete to Treywick at the 13-yard line, about a yard shy of the first down. He's out of bounds along the JD boundary. Clock stopped with 2:34 to play in the third quarter. Lions up 34 to zip, and field goal unit coming on right now.
Treywick's a junior wide receiver that they think a lot of. I think he's definitely going to be a starter next year for the Lions behind some really, really good players, but a guy they're really excited about.
Elliott Duke on for a field goal attempt of 30 yards from the near hash mark. Kramer kneels to hold, and now we've got a stoppage in play. Prattville's going to call a timeout and talk this over. 2:34 to play. We'll take a 1-minute break here in the third quarter. Lions lead 34 to zip. We'll be right back.
What's behind the CA?
A world full of opportunities.
Where are you now? Where are you going?
Where do you want to be?
These are all important in determining your path in life.
More importantly, why be ordinary
when you can be extraordinary?
At Central Alabama Community College, you can be anything you wish to be.
Don't put your future on hold and don't settle for less than excellence.
We are Central Alabama Community College.
Central to you.
Central to your success.
Chip Powell here with Lewis Mills, service manager of Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers. Lewis, talk to us about your Express Oil Change.
Well, our Express Oil Change, we have a full-line mechanical shop. We do 10-minute oil changes, and we are a full-fledged tire shop. We're a direct dealer with Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and Yokohama.
When you need service, your oil change and tires, come here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Express Oil Change and Tires Engineer.
34 to play in the third quarter. Elliott Duke now for a 30-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it's good. 2:27 to play now. 37 zip. Prattville extends their lead here in the third quarter. Hey, don't let mosquitoes ruin your outdoor fun. Let Aero Pest Control get rid of mosquitoes on your property. Call Aero Pest Control at 365-4610 and ask about mosquito control. For over 50 years, the best shot at pest control is Aero Pest Control. And the best selection of pre-owned late model trucks is at Auto X on South Memorial Drive. Check out their virtual showroom of inventory available for purchase at autoxofprattville.com. There you can see detailed information about each vehicle, a picture gallery, as well as convenient ways to contact them for more information about that vehicle. They're located at 1353 South Memorial Drive and are available by phone at 491-1045. AutoX of Prattville. Great sponsors of our program. 37-zip, good guys on top here at Crampton Bowl. Courtesy of a 30-yard field goal by Elliott Duke. 2:28 to play here in the third quarter. And we've got a new place kicker in the game for Prattville. It is number 87, Connor Harry. He'll put toe to leather at the 40-yard line. And this ball sails to the 5-yard line, brought out by Rance Allen, and he is down at the 22-yard line. Let's check in with Steak and Shake sideline reporter Danny Wright.
You know, you're up 37-0. You think everything on the sideline would be all happiness, but I can tell you the Prattville High School coaching staff is not very happy right now. We had to call timeout to get the field goal team on because the guys on the field goal team were sitting here running to the tent, not paying attention.
Well, you know, that's some of the starters, you know, including Kramer that holds. He probably didn't have his helmet anywhere near him, you know, because they kind of forget about it. Okay, you're not going to play anymore. Oh, yeah, you're on first team field goal.
Yep. Here's Ford, and a give to Peterson up the middle, a little bit of room across the 25 to the 30, 32-yard line. Almost a first down, and may have it depending on the spot.
And, Danny, every time I pull up my binoculars to look at you talking, I get totally distracted by Martin Jackson's pants. I mean, Lord of
I happen to really like Martin Jackson's pants.
All I'm going to say,
I would like a pair.
All I'm going to say is this freshman running back from JD, he follows his blockers, and when he hits the hole, he's gone.
You got to remember this cat, man. I'm telling you.
First and 10 balls from their own 32-yard line. Ford wants to pass. Now throws it. Intercepted by A.P. Coleman, and Coleman on the move inside the JD 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, A.P. Coleman decided he was going to play football. I mean, he has made a strong case for more playing time week by week. They keep integrating him in, and here he is with a pick and a run back.
Man, he had an outstanding first quarter, you know, and now he's coming back here making a big play. Got a guy that also we can think about as well. He's had an outstanding game.
Minute 38 to play here in the third quarter, and the Lions with the ball back, courtesy of an Anthony Coleman interception. They've got it in the JD red zone at the 19-yard line. Let's see if Owsley and company can punch this one in. James Myers III flanks him to the right. And he's going to play action pass to him and pitch it out to Causey. Causey's got it complete down to the 15-yard line. Taken down by number 72 for the Vols, Antoine Stinson.
Jack Hallman checking in at wide receiver for the Lions.
2nd and 7 to go the Lions from the Vols 16-yard line. A minute 14 to play here in the third. Owsley with a give to Myers. Myers following blockers. He's across the 10 down to the 9-yard line. Very close to another first down for Prattville. It might be a half a yard short.
Spencer Roy doing a good job leading him through the hole there. That's a great block by Spencer Roy.
Clock on the move, 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. 3rd down and 1. And here is Myers again. Myers carries for his first down across the right tackle down to the 7-yard line.
That time running right behind the center, Carson Hughes. He actually ran into Carson as Carson was had a man held up there, but good job by Carson opening up that one.
1st and goal from the 7. Give is to Myers. Myers bounces off one tackle, can't bounce off another. He's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Seems like every play we're running behind somebody different. That time Cleveland Stokes leads them around the corner there.
20 seconds to play here in the third quarter. The Lions with 40 on the play clock. Going to get one more playoff here probably. Owsley with 3 receivers in the formation. And the give is to Myers around that far side. He goes inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line, and that'll put the third quarter of play in the books here at Crampton Bowl. Your score after end of 3 quarters, Prattville 37. The Vols of Jeff Davis zip. We'll take a 1-minute break. Lions football continues right after this.
I'm the neighbor with the orange tractor. I mow, I grow, and care for this place I call home. I'm always on the move, getting work done, because I want to be the best version of me. Right now, get a Kubota L-Series tractor and take advantage of low-rate, long-term financing. This is why I do it. Kubota.
See the Bates family, Jared, Barbara, or Mickey at Clinton Tractor.
You know those couples who talk the whole meal? They didn't order the double and cheese steak burger with fries, a second side, and a fresh baked cookie for just $4. You did, and your mouth's busy with more important things. 444. 4 meals, 4 items, $4. 444. Get more for 4. Only at Steak and Shake.
Third and goal from the 4. Go to the line. Here's a quick pitch. Going around the right side to the 5-yard line. Dives for the pylon. Spun around. Darrell Holmes. Is he in?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Touchdown, Prattville. Number 9, Darrell Holmes takes the inside pitch from Owsley and carries it in the end zone by the hair of his chin. Hits the pylon and scores for the Lions. 43-0.
Just a 10th grader. Well, another guy to look out for in the Lions. Darrell Holmes did a great job leaping, spinning, flipping into the end zone there.
Very acrobatic touchdown by Darrell Holmes. And here is point after attempt. It is up, and it is good. Extra point by Colin Rogers that time.
Yeah.
Lions 44, ball zip. We're going to stay right here. Hey, James Jones and his lovely wife, Dutchie, owns Jones Drugs in Prattville. They deliver the best possible family pharmacy experience to all their customers. As a locally owned pharmacy, Jones Drugs complements their fast prescription services with friendly and warm attitudes. And we're proud to have Jones Drugs as a supporter of the Lion Nation. Check them out at 959 East Main Street in Prattville for your meds and find gifts for all occasions inside, and check them out online at jonesdrugs.com.
Just always nice folks when you go in there. Everybody's friendly. Everybody talks to you. I got a chance to talk to Dutchie, which Dutchie looks better than James.
Way better.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
James looks pretty good.
James does look like he could be on like a GQ cover.
Yeah.
He got that salt and pepper hair, and he's
Like
about 6'5", you know.
He looks like he could be a guy that like stands in for Dr. Phil when he's sick, you know?
Yeah.
Like you can just sit on the couch and talk to him for a while.
But I don't care. Dutchie still looks better than James.
No doubt about it, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, easily.
Oh,
it's really not close, even though James Jones is a good-looking guy. Connor Harry kicks this one away to the goal line, brought out by Rance Lee. 10 to the 15. Still on his feet at 20, 25, and out of bounds along the JD boundary at the 26-yard line. Let's check in with Steak and Shake sideline reporter Danny Rye down on the sideline.
Y'all were talking about Assistant Principal Jackson's pants. He said he bought the pants at a local store and had a lady from his church sew all the Prattville P's on them.
Well, I really like them. I think they should be marketed in the field house or in the booth where you can buy merchandise before home games. I think it'd be a big seller.
Or P pants?
Yeah. All right, we should have a host of new lines out there we'll start off with the secondary.
Forward from the shotgun from his own 25-yard line with 11:48 to play in the ball game. Drops back to pass. Looking downfield now, firing complete at the 23-yard line and take it down to the 31-yard line is number 9, Donald Harris Jr.
Looked like on the play, Keyshawn Lewis and also Reed Burdette. But at corner, we got number 19, Cedarian Benson. The top of the field is 23, the corner that we had to miss.
Ford takes a snap and takes a tumble at the 21-yard line. He got the ball away somehow. They called it an incomplete pass. How did he get that ball away? He was upended as he threw it. Second down and 4 now coming up for the Vols. Make it third down and 4 at their own 31-yard line. 10:58 to play in the ball game. Prattville up 44-0 over these JD Vols.
Kirby Toes and also Ashton Lawson in for the Lions on defense.
Ashton Lawson, all right, I hear you, buddy. Chase Ford throws complete across the middle to the 43-yard line. Nice throw and catch that time. Completed it out to number 14, Tavares Womack.
Yeah, looked like Furlow came up from the safety spot. That was a nice throw by Ford there.
He delivered it. 10:46 to play. Clock on the move here in the fourth quarter. Lines up 44-0. 4 receivers set, 2 to the other side for Ford. He rolls and throws and is complete again. This time pushed out of bounds at the Prattville 48-yard line by number 19, Cedarian Benson.
Also 44, Jackson Morissette in on the defensive front there.
Jackson Morissette, another big kid up there. 6 foot, 265-pound senior.
Hey, and Christian Walker out there as well, as we're sitting by Christian's brother.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Ford to pitch again. Quick hitter. This time out for Latarian White, who steps out of bounds at the Prattville 37-yard line along the JD boundary. Clock stops with 10:02 to play in the ballgame.
25, Gavin Smith in at linebacker for Prattville.
44-0. Good guys on top. It's been all Prattville tonight. As Ford loads up the shotgun again. 4 receivers spread out wide. This time he's going to give it off to Peterson. Peterson hitting the backfield and taken down for, he's still on his feet, shakes off the tackle, and he's running for his life. The referee tries to stop him. He can't stop him. And then finally, a horde of Prattville defenders takes him down.
Look like led by Tyrese Nunn.
Tyrese Nunn, that's right.
Yeah, Tyrese Nunn over there. And also
Kirby Tolles had him wrapped up, and somehow that freshman wriggled away.
Tyrese Nunn credited with a tackle.
And play lost 8 yards, but Peterson ran about 60. Second and 18 now with 9:26 to play in the ball game. Clock on the move. Lines up 44-0. From the Lions 46 we go. Here is Ford to throw again. Looking now in trouble. He's going to have to run for it. Giving chases Adrian Reese. Gets away from Reese and out of bounds along the Prattville boundary at the 42-yard line of Prattville. He'll pick up 4 yards. It's going to be third down and 14 now for the Vols with 9:09 to play in the ballgame.
3rd and 14.
3rd and 14 coming up for the Vols. A lot of running for the Vols, left and right, east and west, but not a lot of north and south. And it's got them in a 3rd and 14 situation at the Lions' 42-yard line. Here's Ford with 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. He rolls to that far side and looking to pass. Looking downfield, and everybody's covered up, and incomplete it goes at the 32-yard line. Great coverage right there by Ashton Lawson along that Jeff Davis boundary.
Well, get a chance. We might want to see if Danny can get a number. We have a 59 out there. I don't have that on my roster.
That is actually Orlando Bailey.
Okay.
He's 57 on our roster, but he switched to 59.
Okay, I got you. Well, good. Want to announce that he's in the game for the Lions.
4th and 14 for the Vols, and that means Marcus Webb time. He's going to have to punt this one away. 9:02 to play in the ballgame.
Number 15, Drew Brown, is in on this 4th down.
Marcus Webb takes the punt. And it's going to roll inside the Prattville 10-yard line. Hallman picks it up, and he is hit immediately at the 6-yard line. 8:51 to play in the ballgame. Lions lead at 44-0, but they're going to have the ball at the 7-yard line when play resumes. D&J Auto Parts is a great sponsor of Prattville Lions football. Phil and his great staff specialize in service and auto parts. Batteries, hydraulic hoses, lawnmower parts, tractor parts, and more. Located right off 175 Highway 82 in Prattville and online at dnjautoparts.com. D&J Auto Parts been sponsoring this program for years, and we love to have them. 1st and 10 from the 7 they go, and here is Owsley on the give to Myers. He's going to get out to the 10-yard line.
Well, now try to get these guys in as well. Number 76, Jackson Sullivan in. And at center, it looks like number 69, Jansen Jackson.
A good name. 2nd and 7 from the 10 go the Lions. Deep inside their own territory. Here's a give again to Myers. Myers gets a head out to the 11-yard line. Ball security, name of the game right now. He can pick up a yard and bring up 3rd down and about 6.
That was number 21, Will.
21. Thank you, Danny. Well, that would be, that's old Cameron Shepard.
Cameron Shepard.
That's
I wonder if he's related to Kelsey Shepard.
He may be.
Nephew.
Okay, great running back from back in the day.
Or maybe even
Bill
David.
Clark's
David
early
Shepard.
days.
Owsley the pass, flags down, and the throw is complete to Holmes. Holmes at the 20, 25, 30, and down to the 36-yard line. There is a flag down. Let's see what it is. Great run after the catch by Darrell Holmes.
Well, you got to like what we've seen in him tonight. Darrell Holmes touched the ball twice and had outstanding plays both times. This one's going to be called back, I believe, though.
Wait for the sign from the Whitecap. It is illegal shift against the Lions.
In at wide receiver is Elijah Rollinson, a junior wide receiver.
3rd and 11 now for the Lions. Back at their own 7-yard line. Inside their own 7, actually closer to the 6. 7:35 to play in the ballgame. Clock on the move. Lions up 44-0 over the Jeff Davis Volunteers. And here is Owsley going to throw out of his own end zone. Sets up the screen. And it's Shepard who falls down at the 4-yard line. Had it set up, but Shepard couldn't keep his feet, and he goes down to the 4-yard line. Now a punting situation out of the end zone for the Lions. .706, going under 7 minutes to play before this punt goes away.
Of course, this is where some of your starters got to come back on the field, especially Taylor Thompson, who is your snapper. So you got to wonder what he's been doing over there. He's got to be cold.
Fairhurst from 9 yards in his own end zone punts this one away, and it is a nice punt all the way up to the Prattville 41-yard line. Rance Lee hit immediately and dropped by Jameer Cromlin. 6:33 to play in the ball game, and the Vols take back over. Let's check in with Danny Rye down on the sideline.
On the punt before that, Tyler had a bad snap, and when he came off the field, Coach Ross kind of put his arm around him and talked to him about his snapping duties. So great snap that time.
Yeah, much cleaner. Speaking of clean, U.S. farm-raised catfish is a very clean fish. Look for U.S. farm-raised label on any catfish you buy. U.S. farm-raised catfish is the healthiest, freshest fish available in the United States. U.S. catfish has a perfectly mild flavor that works in almost any recipe. Prattville's dialed up a good recipe tonight, 44-0 at the moment. 1st and 10 balls from our 41-yard line. Here's a pitch out to Rance Lee, and he's going to be out of bounds at the Prattville 39-yard line.
Is that a true statement, Will? I mean, I love the catfish, but is it the healthiest fish in the country?
I don't make this stuff up, Chip. This stuff is researched from a highly developed team. Yes.
I had no idea.
Hey, the last time the Lions shut out Jeff Davis was in 2010. We did it for a 5th straight year from 2006-2010 combined with a score of 208-0 in that 5-year spread. Looking to add to it tonight, as here's a give to Peterson. Peterson dragging tacklers to the 31-yard line of Prattville, a 1st down. And I tell you what, if 33 has anything to say about it, this won't be a shutout.
I'm telling you, as early in the game, what was that, an 80-yard run he had?
Yes.
And there was nobody that could stay with him. But that time Reed Burdett saves a touchdown possibly from his middle linebacker. Our safeties were split on the hash. He went right up the middle of Burdett and doesn't make that tackle. He may score.
Under 6 to play now. Here is Ford. He's just going to keep it. He's going to go up the middle and down to the 28-yard line. Pick up a 1st down.
Down near the 28. 3 yards on the play. 1st down. Jeff Davis.
Jeff Davis moves to a 1st down. Their deepest penetration of Prattville territory tonight. They have moved down to the 29-yard line. Lions on top 44-0 0. They're going to win this one, but they're trying to preserve that 0 on the Jeff Davis side of the board, and it is in jeopardy at the moment as the Vols are finding some offensive life. And here is Peterson on the carry again, going around the left side. He's going to go for a minimal gain. Kirby Tolles takes him down after a 2-yard pickup.
Will, he goes by CJ. CJ Tolles.
Talking about Kirby?
Yeah, he goes by CJ.
So CJ, don't call me Kirby Tolles.
Yeah, Christian Walker also in on the tackle as well.
2nd and 7, they go from the 26-yard line of the Lions, the Vols do. And here is Peterson carrying again, following some blockers, and he's hit hard. Woo, stuck at the 24-yard line. Oh, is he hit?
Rod Jackson.
15, Rod Jackson on the stop. Big hit by Rod Chavius Jackson.
3rd and 5.
Clock on the move, 4:40. Rod kept him in bounds. Clock stays on the move here in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 5 for the Vols at the Lions' 24-yard line. Chase Ford, shotgun again. Throws across the middle. This one's complete. Oh, did he drop it?
No, he
held on to it.
Heck of a catch right there.
Heck of a catch at the 14-yard line. It'll move the chains again for the Vols.
Yeah, good throw right there, and then Rod Jackson was right there. That was a great throw, great catch for the Volunteers there.
1st and 10 Vols from the Lions' 14-yard line. 4 minutes to play in regulation. Lines up 44-0, and now throwing for the end zone, and it is it caught?
Oh, he looked like he bobbled it. No, they're going to give
him the touchdown. The shutout is averted as the Vols get on the board. The touchdown pass to Latarius White from Chase Ford, 44-6. Now your score.
Yeah, it looked like he caught it initially, but as he rolled, it looked like it came loose. Now, I don't know if it hit the ground or not, but the officials were right there.
Do you have to survive the ground in HSA?
I don't know, but I saw it bobbling, but I don't know if it hit the ground. He may have been just bobbling it up in the air as he's twisting on the ground, but either way, the officials were right there. Had a better view than I did.
Juan Cardenas on for the point after. Chase Ford holds. The kick is up, and it is good. Lions 44, Jeff Davis 7, 3:54 to play in the ball game. The Lions give up the shutout, but some valuable time for these reserves.
No doubt about that. It's good to see these guys get in, and you see the future talent of Prattville.
Prattville Pickers is a great sponsor of the program. Over 100,000 square feet of everything. Prattville Pickers is a place to find your own little piece of history. Truly unique pieces of furniture or art that you just won't find in a modern big box store. Located at 616 Highway 82 Bypass West in Prattville. You can check them out online at shopprattvillepickers.com. And it would be remiss if we didn't mention the Prattville YMCA. For 160 years, the YMCA has been putting Christian principles into practice through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. Our local Prattville YMCA is so much more than just a gym. Join up today and find out what we mean. Have a look around their website at prattvilleymca.org to see what's going on at our Prattville YMCA. And what you must know is that on October 19th, they will host the Great Grits Cook-Off. And the Milser and Donnie and Pratt have all been selected to be judges. The only people on the broadcast team that are not judges are me and thee.
What's up
What
with
did we
that?
do?
Yeah, what?
Like I don't have a taste for grits?
We must be judges for the beauty contest.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is. Cardenas kicks off for the Vols. He toes it out to the 10-yard line, and it's brought up from the 15, 20. Cuts it back inside the 25 and down to the 26-yard line.
Looked like Kendrick Rogers there. No, it was
Daryl Holmes.
Yeah, Daryl Holmes. Looked like Kendrick Rogers.
Yeah, he runs like that. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
River Bank and Trust lends strength with real banking solutions, delivered with the expertise, flexibility, and the local relationship focus that you and your business deserve. Count on River Bank for truly local banking, committed to your community. 3:43 to play in regulation. Lions 44, Vols 7. E.J. Owsley, quarterback. 3 receivers in the set. And here is a give to Cameron Shepard, trying to get a little room up the middle, not finding much there. He'll get maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, perhaps even lose a yard.
I see you, Marcus Jackson. Send me that little video. I guess that's a bad dude right there.
That is a bad man right there.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about Marcus.
No, I'm talking about the Jeff Davis
Drum major, yeah. Wow.
3:17 clock on the move here in the fourth quarter. Lions with the ball. 2nd and 10 from their own 27 with a 44-7 lead over the Vols here in Crampton Bowl. Owsley, inside pitch. It's Holman trying to get to the corner, and he won't get there.
No, that's
Drew
Brown.
That is Drew Brown.
Yeah.
Drew Brown. Central Alabama's #1 Kubota dealer is Clanton Tractor. Call on them for your next tractor, equipment, or service need, and you'll see, too, why we say once a Clanton Tractor customer, always a Clanton Tractor customer. Time to start talking about our Buffalo Rock Pepsi player of the game here in a minute. 3rd and 12 for the Lions from our 25-yard line. 2:57 to play in the ball game. And Owsley to pass. No, he gives it up. He gives it up around the right end, around the far side, and ahead to the 33. He's still on his feet, 35, 37, 38-yard line. Very close to a first down. You get that number, Chip? It's way over there in the corner.
Xavion Smith.
You are correct, sir.
Xavion Smith. Well, that's some speed on these reserves. Xavion, just a junior, 5'9", 165 pounds. He took that edge and moved Prattville to a first down. Kept the chains rolling. Nice run by Xavion Smith on the give from E.J. Owsley. 1st and 10. We go from our 37-yard line. Now coming in motion again. Here's a give. Cam Shepard hitting the backfield, and he is taken down for a loss.
Shepard, the ball carrier.
But one thing that is never a loss is Central Alabama Community College with their newest campus in Prattville. CACC, central to your success. Wherever you're headed in life, you'll get a strong start at Central Alabama Community College.
Got several lines. Ren Wilson, Cecil Anderson.
Cecil the Diesel.
Also, Javen Andrews along that offensive front with 61 James Gibbs now at center.
We're going under 2 minutes to play here in regulation. Lines up 44-7 over the Vols. 2nd and 14 from our 33. And here's a give to the other side. Is Xavion Smith again. And he's going to get out to the 44-yard line, maybe the 45 before he's finally stopped. Player of the game.
Yeah.
My vote's got to be for one Kendrick Rogers tonight.
Well, I want to say that in that first quarter, I thought Ian Jackson had an excellent first quarter. He had the pick six to kind of start the thing going. But there's no doubt in the second quarter, Kendrick Rogers owned the quarter and really just took the game away from the Vols. So I got to agree with you, Kendrick Rogers.
After this play, we'll get input from Danny as well. 3rd and 4, Cam Shepard on the carry. And he is trying to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. He has nothing doing. It's just Jeff Davis defense is just all over him. Danny, what do you say?
Well, I agree with you guys. I was looking at A.P. Coleman to start with, but then Kendrick kind of showed out in the second quarter, so I'll agree with y'all and go with Kendrick.
Yeah, and you're right about Coleman, too.
Yes.
He had, and Will mentioned that earlier, too, how many plays he made. So excellent game by him as well.
Minute 15 to play here. Timeout on the field. 44-7 is your score. Prattville all over the Vols of J.D. And Kendrick Rogers is your Buffalo Rock Pepsi player of the game. Congratulations to Kendrick. And we'll see him Thursday to give him that nice plaque from the folks at Buffalo Rock and a certificate from Sport Clips for an MVP treatment at the Coach Ross Show Thursday at 5:30 at Buffalo Wild Wings. Speaking of food, our master control room is enjoying hot and delicious Domino's pizza. Make rounding up everyone for dinner easier than ever with the Domino's Pizza app with the Dinner Bell feature. It is the easiest, simplest way in the world to order pizza.
Hey guys, we also going to give a shout out to our waiter at Chris's Hot Dogs, who Will thought he could never get our entire order memorized, and he did.
He sure did. He blew me away. Minute 15 to play. The Lions will punt this one away, and it is a high spiraling punt that takes a sideways bounce and then turns back over in our favor across the 20 to the Vols 17-yard line, where it is down by Jack Hallman. Ladarius Fitz down the ball. Do you need a trailer that'll give you the hauling power you've been looking for? Whether you're a farmer, rancher, construction worker, or anything in between, Airport Trailer can help you find the equipment you need to fit your hard-working lifestyle. Right next to the Montgomery Airport on Highway 80. Airport Trailer is a fine sponsor of Prattville Lions football. 1st and 10 for the Vols. This game is all over for the shouting now, as the Lions are going to roar to a resounding victory here in Crampton Bowl. 44-7 is your current score. 1:01 to play in the ball game, and Chase Ford drops the pass, throws this one complete across the middle. Womack has it. He's across the 30, 35 to the 40-yard line. Clock stopped with 53 seconds to reset the chains. And don't put it past the Vols to try to put another score on the board here with the Prattville deep bench in at the moment.
Get some more guys in here. Number 31 in for Prattville. And I don't have a number for 31 or a name for 31.
1st and 10. Vols from their own 40-yard line. Here's a give to Peterson. Peterson across the 40 to the 43. 35 seconds to play in the ball game. Clock on the move. And nope, the Vols call timeout.
Burdett and number 31 made the tackle. See if Danny can get number 31 and see who that
They're
is.
telling me that's Walter McElhone.
Walter McElhone? Well, he's changed numbers then because he's actually on the roster as number 50. To change that to 31. Walker McElhone is now changed from 50 to 31.
Tamara Vincent also in for Prattville at number 32, a linebacker, a 10th grade linebacker.
You got number 5 also.
Malik Stargell. Malik Stargell is just a sophomore defensive back, but this is a guy that Coach Ross says is going to be a big-time player in the coming years. Hey, Danny, when this game is over, we're going to go to a 3-minute break, and then we'll have Coach Ross on with us afterwards. So just stand by for that. 34 seconds to play here in the ball game. Lions have won convincingly, 44-7 at the moment, but the Vols are trying to put one more score on the board. They got one timeout left, and they will definitely use it if they need to. Ford throws it out complete to Marcus Webb. Marcus Webb sits out of bounds at the Vols' 42-yard line. No gain on the play. Number 96, DeMarquise Kidd on the stop. Play lost a yard, actually. Clock stopped with 25 seconds.
Davion Edwards in at linebacker for the Lions.
3rd and 8 for the Vols from their own 42-yard line. 25 seconds to play in the ball game. Lions have this one in control, 44-7. Here comes Webb in motion now, and the inside give. No, it's a quick pitch out in the flat, incomplete. Nice open field tackle that saved a touchdown at the Prattville 40-yard line on who's that? That's Rance Lee out there. Who made the stop, Chip?
That was number 18, Ashton Lawson.
Ashton Lawson saved a touchdown right there.
Yeah, JD did a good job getting a guy in the middle of the field when we had a kind of a two-deep coverage, and Lawson saved a touchdown right in the middle of the field there.
Last play of the ball game here. It is a throw out to the flats and caught and tackled immediately by Malik Stargell. And we are complete. 4 quarters in the books. Regulation play has ended. Your final score, Prattville 44, Jeff Davis 7. A great win on Thursday night for the Prattville Lions. Another region win that sets up an all-important matchup next Friday night in the Jungle versus the Auburn Tigers, Chip. And that's a game that is a big-time game for this program.
As big a game as we've had at home in quite a while, because this keeps us in the race for, we'll know tomorrow. Saturday, yeah. I keep thinking tomorrow's Saturday. But we'll know Saturday if Lee can knock off Central and we can have an opportunity to stay in first place there with a win over Auburn. But a big time game. You need to fill up the stadium next Friday.
Absolutely. I think we'll have no problems there. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Lions win at 44-7, and we'll be right back to wrap it up after these words.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
Buffalo Rock is well known for Pepsi and other great soft drink brands. Did you know that Buffalo Rock is one of the River Region's largest full-service caterers? And have you heard about Micro Market? Buffalo Rock is leading the region with innovation to replace conventional vending at many of the larger industrial plants. Plant management loves it, and so do the employees. To find out more about Buffalo Rock Catering and the Micro Market, call Mike Barnett at 334-394-4452. The Buffalo Rock family is proud to support area schools. BuffaloRock.com.
Did you know you can buy an E-Z-GO golf cart for only $3,100 now at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West in Prattville? Prattville Outdoors has a great selection of previously owned 2017 E-Z-GO golf carts. Prattville Outdoors even has a camo model that's been jacked up and ready for hunting season, selling at only $69.95. Come see the Johnson Brothers and Bibb today at Prattville Outdoors, 118 Highway 82 West, or go to PrattvilleOutdoors.com. That's PrattvilleOutdoors.com.
Chip Powell here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet with sales manager Kirk Mims, where LP also stands for low prices. Kirk, talk about your deals here.
Man, it's a great time here at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. You know what? Football is here, but football also means fall savings at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. We got great prices. We got a great inventory. We got 0% financing on multiple models. There's never been a bigger time to shop. We have a great selection of used cars. You can go to LarryPuckettChevrolet.com.
Larry Puckett Chevrolet right here in Prattville, Alabama.
The best selection of quality previously owned trucks is available every day at AutoX of Prattville on South Memorial Drive. At AutoX of Prattville, they have a large selection of Ford F-150s, GMC Sierras, Chevrolet Silverados, top Ram trucks, Jeeps, and SUVs are also available. AutoX of Prattville is locally owned and family owned and a proud sponsor of Prattville Lion High School football. Your next truck should come from AutoX of Prattville, South Memorial Drive.
It's not too early to sign up to make money. The region's largest quality kids consignment sale begins October 26th. It's the Mom's Marketplace Fall Sale at Prattville Pickers. Children's clothing, shoes, accessories, toys, books, strollers, swings, furniture, even maternity, and much, much more. Sign up at momsmarketplace.net to sell your quality kids items, volunteer to make even more, and shop first. The Mom's Marketplace Fall Sale happens October 26th. momsmarketplace.net.
Prattville High School 44, the Jeff Davis Volunteers 7, and 44-7. Chip really wasn't even that close.
No, it wasn't. We had, I would say, probably early to mid third quarter. We had a lot of guys coming in different spots. You know, mainly the offensive and defensive line stayed attached till probably the fourth quarter, but a lot of the skilled players, we saw some changes. We saw some Owsley coming in, getting some valuable time at quarterback, and obviously a lot of running backs carrying the ball. Jaden Kidd looked good on his time that he was in. He held on to the ball. That's been some of his problem. Is he's a talented back, but he's had problems holding on to the ball a little bit, but tonight he did a great job.
Yeah, great night all around for everybody. You know, once again, the Lions defense pitches a shutout for all intents and purposes. Holds the Vols 7 points. The Vols starters pick up a touchdown late off deep reserves here against the Prattville team late in the fourth quarter. And so 44-7 your final score. And you said it before in the break, Kendrick Rogers is our Buffalo Rock Pepsi player of the game. Congratulations to him. It's been a long time coming for him. He's had a great season so far and continues to get there. Let's go down to Danny Wright. He's got Coach Ross coming to him right now.
40-47 ain't bad, Coach.
Yeah, it was a good night. I was proud of him. Like I said before we went at halftime, I thought defensively we had another stellar night, man. You know, we did a few things here and there. We gave up that long run, but, the hold probably helped him get that run. But I thought another really good night because JD's got some athletes, man, and Lee Carter, their head coach, is a really good offensive mind. I knew he'd have a pretty good game plan, but we're playing really good defensive football. So very proud of them again. I was proud of my offense. You know, we haven't been playing our best football on offense the last couple of weeks. We've made plays, and we were kind of in that first quarter going to the second quarter, kind of that same little rut. We get some positive plays, we get a penalty, or we miss a throw, or protection would break down. I really thought right before the half ended, man, we had 2 really good drives, man, to put points on the board. Like I said, really gave us some confidence. And anytime you get a chance to play a lot of young guys like we did in the second half, man, that's a plus.
I thought your offensive line played pretty well tonight with 52. RJ coming over from the defensive line and started tonight.
It's about 6 days of offensive line work, man. That kid's an incredible kid too, man. He's smart. He's going to be such a good football player, man, and get over there, and he's getting a lot of playing time. And he's one of those guys, he's only going to get better every day. I mean, it was one of the things, how much get better he got from last Wednesday till Tuesday of this week.
Oh, wow.
Tonight, I'm curious to see where he's going to be 2 weeks from now. That's just how much he's progressing.
So you get a Friday off, rest a little bit, rest the players up, then get ready for Auburn?
Yeah, we got a big one next week. We will. I told our staff and guys, we're going to come in early in the morning, watch film. But I told them, hey, nothing tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to let our coaches, man, go be with their families, man. We've been grinding. We've been getting after it. And we want to be fresh for this last stretch right here.
Coach, good luck to you the rest of the year.
Hey, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, there you go, man.
Hey, you know what that means? Friday night, free Friday night. You know what you do on an early October night in Autauga County on Friday night? You go to the fair.
That or playing possums.
Or the playing possums.
Either one of those. Good
Either one,
place
that's
to
right.
go.
Hey, Danny Rye, great job tonight, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Guys, I appreciate the invite and the invitation. I enjoy it. It's kind of easy. I just get to talk, and you guys know me. I really don't like to talk a lot. So
no, it's coming out. Really coming out of your shell. Really coming out of your shell. Proud of you.
But thanks to Stacy and you 2 guys up there. You guys always been professional, and hey, anytime I can help, just pick up the phone and call.
Hey, there is nobody around Autauga County in the River region that loves Prattville Lions football more than Danny Rye down there.
He's been involved a few years.
He has some legacy and some history with this program, and always a good friend, always loyal, always honest. Even if honesty is going to hurt you a little bit, he's going to be honest with you. He's going to give you to you straight up. And but he loves Prattville.
He helped raise my 3 youngest, man. I got to give him a little shout out.
That's right. That's right. What a guy. Glad to have him with us this week. If Donnie can't be with us, we got to have
I
Danny.
love Donnie now. Don't get me wrong. I love Donnie.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I love Danny, too,
Danny and Donnie.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I got to give a little credit to you for not saying Donnie tonight. I kept thinking you were going to do it.
I wanted to call him Malik, and I never did.
I was going to say he's fitting to call. I thought he was going to call him Malik Miller.
No, it wasn't Malik Miller.
It was Malik Smith, Malik Dunbar, Malik Lewis.
What was our quarterback that transferred at
Malik
Auburn?
Willis.
Malik
Willis. Yeah, that's right.
There were about 14 Maliks at once last year. It was too much. It was too much. So, our next broadcast will be the Coach Caleb Ross Show Thursday night, but the next time the Lions football comes at you will be from the confines of Stanley Jensen Stadium, where we host the Auburn Tigers in an all-important regional clash. The winner of that game will most likely lock up a home playoff bid, and that has been a long time coming for these Prattville Lions, Chip.
Oh, man, we need to support these guys as well as they've played all year, and we got a chance still in the region hunt. We got to be out there to really support these guys. It should be a huge crowd. Auburn usually travels well, so get there early. It's going to be a big crowd.
Definitely. Well, let's sign off from Crampton Bowl, where the Lions win 44-7, roll to 6-1 on the season. A solid lock on second position in Region 2 right now behind Central. And we'll play Auburn next week and find out where we stand. For Danny Rye, for the Milzer, for Caden Walker, and for Chip Powell, I'm Will Barrett saying good night, God bless, and go Lions.
All right, fellas, good show. See you next week.